Oh, well. Good morning, folks. How you doing? Good morning. We're starting pretty much right on time. I did not get my coffee this morning. Shame on me. Yes. I could go make myself one right now, but I don't feel like it would be appropriate to now jump in and get the stream started and make you guys wait for me to go get a coffee. It's not essential. You can always wait till after. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, dear friends, brothers, and sisters. I see Emprez, Honesty Angel, Outcast, Pi373. Pi was my comment warrior this morning for sure. Had a lot to say on the video last night. Really enjoyed that. Paul, welcome, sir. Paul Camish, good to see you. Thanks for joining us bright and early. Well, it's not bright and early for you. It's probably early afternoon over where you're at on the other side of the world, but it's nice and early for us, about 10:30 in the morning. Vindictus, good to see you. Glad you made it. Jeremy Martin, and of course, Veckel. Welcome, guys. Welcome. It's so good to see you this morning. You know, there's been a lot of talk within the last couple days. A lot of talk, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yes, some interesting chatter has been going about. Apparently, some nerves have been struck on a few things. And now I find this interesting, especially how some of the dynamic is starting to unfold. There is a timidness. There is a sense of fear, trepidation. These atheists who were always so confident and assertive and ready to throw down, intellectually in any debate with any theist out there. Well, now all of a sudden, our claims of, oh, well, I can't take them seriously. They need to grow up. They need to act this certain way before I'm going to engage them in any type of conversation. And these are the people who have spent basically their online careers doing nothing but vitriolic attacks on people. And yet somehow there seems to be a trepidation to actually face us in the realm of open debate, even with moderation. It's very perplexing. They will happily sit in their echo chambers and talk a lot of noise, but I have open communication available all the time, both on my show as well as I've stated regularly, open challenge on Modern Day Debate for a moderated platform of anyone that wants to challenge me on anything. So, I mean, certainly I've made myself available. I've made myself, able to be debated, able to be interacted with pretty much either on this platform, other people's platforms, or even a moderated platform. And I think this could be said. Even Rage himself was good enough to give me at least credit for that last night during our conversation, that I do not run from challenges and debates and conversations. I'm happy to have them. There are some people I will set criteria for, rightfully so, is in my regard to do so based upon what they've displayed. But in general, no, absolutely. I will debate pretty much anyone on pretty much any topic. There are some topics which I think are just asinine, almost shouldn't even be debated, like what Batman had to endure with Dapper Dino. I don't know what in the world that debate was even supposed to actually be about. Here's this morphological classification that we use for our methodology and ontology of observation in the scientific field of evolution. Let's ratify this as a thing that actually exists. Would you like to deny that this is something that actually exists? Well, no, I'd like to talk about the mechanism behind it. Well, I'm not here to talk about the mechanism behind it. I don't discuss the mechanism behind it. I don't discuss or debate anything to do with that. I debate only this morphological characteristic of these things that we have decided to arbitrarily assign value. This is the only thing that I debate on so that I can win and look like I'm actually competent in debating when I really am incapable at anything of any actual substance. So that's kind of what I end up seeing regularly as starting to kind of emerge from the atheistic debate sphere is a whole lot of cowardice. And I think a lot of this cowardice is coming from them starting to recognize that they're starting to falter. They're starting to fail in the realm of open debate with us, even open conversation. I, in no way, shape, or form have I given myself, the reputation of being someone inertly threatening to just everyone. As if I somehow have an intention to basically be vitriolic or something to every single contender or every single person that disagrees. And they lack character to recognize what I'm really doing. You see, and because they lack their own personal character, they can't recognize what I'm actually doing. To them, they are, I guess you would almost say, a type of emotional bigot. Like they can only feel one way about it, which is the way that they feel about it. And there really is no alternate perspective or empathetic consideration to any of these topics. It's just how they want to see it, it seems. So, and this is that, you know, emotion-based moral system that we see atheists trying to push out there. So, but anyway, this is going to be an interesting, if this debate happens tonight, and I guess there is a slim chance it doesn't. There is potentially a bit of confusion with Erica. Erica was supposed to be the mod tonight, but no one has heard from Erica, and Erica is in the process of moving and has a lot of life stuff happening. So there is always the slim chance the debate doesn't happen tonight. But in any case, we'll do this. And if the debate doesn't happen tonight, then maybe we'll do something else. Maybe we'll do another great debate review or something like that. Well, let's go ahead and pull this up. Let's see here. Oh, I was actually listening to Think Club do a morality debate as well. That was actually kind of interesting. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Actually, this is one of the top 2 or 3, I think, that came on the list when I did the search. Let's see. All right. 1.5 might be a little too fast. Wow, that was quite an opening. 10 minutes there. Boy, sound is a lot better these days. Shalom, everyone. Good morning. Shalom, jungle. Yes, JMD, I believe I am. The only question that's still up in the air is if actually Erica is going to be able to mod, because we haven't heard from her. So if some, because I know James isn't able to do it, and I know Converse isn't able to do it. So unless by some weird thing that we don't actually end up having a mod, because Erica's got a lot of life going. I know she was getting married and she's moving and stuff, so it's perfectly understandable, you know, something came up and she didn't do it. But short of that, yes, we are actually going to have the debate tonight. So yeah, no, I didn't. It's just the audio. It's just the audio is just garbage on this, I think, is really what it comes down to. Well, let me see. Maybe I can try and raise it on this side. I'll try to raise it up a little bit more. But yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Let me try this again. Yeah, it's bad audio.
In the game for a long time, and so that's an honor. And also, though, it's a very important question. It's something that applies to all of our lives, moral foundation. So with that, I don't want to take any more time. We are going to jump right into this. I want to mention that both of the debaters have their links in the description where you can check out their channels. So also, I'm going to give them just maybe a couple, maybe 2 sentences if they want to share about what's going on at their channel, just something that they're excited about with regards to.
I think it's actually more James's audio that's always garbage in these older debates.
We will start, as we're going to, with the format similarly. We will start for our format with G-Man, who will give a 15-minute opening statement, followed by Negation of P with a 15-minute opening statement. And then they'll have an open discussion, and we'll do Q&A right after that. So for the Q&A, if you have a question, just put it at Modern Day Debate in the live chat, and then say question for G-Man or Negation of P, and let us know your question. We're going to collect those, put them in a list, and read them at the end. And then, super chats. If you have a super chat, you can also make a comment that one of the debaters can respond to, or both of the debaters, during the Q&A. And also, they automatically go to the very top of the list of the questions or comments in the case of super chat. So with that, want to say, G-Man, thanks for being here. If you want to share what you've been up to at your channel, glad to have you here, and thanks for coming by.
I'm glad to be here. This is my first time here, and I hope that me and Negation of P can put on a good show for you today. Just to talk about very briefly what's going on my YouTube channel, as many of you probably know already. If you know anything about me, I'm doing something called the G Podcast. I also do something on my channel called Hebrew Israelites Bring It. And on those shows, I try to educate people on how to properly share their faith with the Hebrew Israelites and to refute a lot of their arguments. So if you're not doing nothing tomorrow, more than likely I will be doing a call-in show tomorrow where we will do Bring It Hebrew Israelites, where we talk about the Sabbath, the feast days, and things like that and whatnot. Aside from that, nothing else really going on the channel right now. Looking forward to having this debate with Negation today.
Rad. Stoked to hear it. And Negation of P, thanks for coming on. If you want to share about projects you are looking forward to in the future or that you've been up to lately, love to hear it. Thanks again for being here.
No problem, James. Thanks for doing this again. I really enjoy what you've been doing. I think we discussed that a little bit, but you're doing an outstanding job with these debates, and I really appreciate the
No, I'm not JMD.
direction you're trying to go in. As far as my channel, nothing in about 2 years. I'm sorry, everyone. Yes, Tony, I'm going to get to another soon, hopefully.
And by the way, guys, even though I am kind of doing this just as like a fun thing to go through this and like kind of like a partial preparation for tonight, because I've never seen Negation of P debate or really know anything about him. So I just wanted to get a little bit of a feel of where he's coming from. But I actually did put the link in the description. So if you guys wanted to come in and say something or ask a question or make a comment, I mean, I'm not probably going to keep you in the room, but if you want to come in and say something, you can. That's fine. The link is in the description.
We recently moved. I changed who I worked for. I'm now at a different college, and let's just say getting the curriculum set for what I'm doing here has been challenging. But the semester's ending, and I'm hoping the summer will free up a little more time. So maybe I'll have time to play a little bit more. But hopefully I'll be back a little bit.
Well, we hope so too, and we are thrilled to have you both here. I'm excited, honestly. Like, I'm just pumped. We are going to. I've got the clock set, and so G-Man, on your first word, I will start the actual timer, and so the floor is yours, G-Man. Thanks for being here.
All right, and thanks again, James.
I wouldn't say that that's heretical, at least to my knowledge. To my knowledge, I wouldn't say that.
Having me here on Modern Day Debates. I hope that the audience today will be edified and entertained, as many of them was mentioning before the show about the actual debate. But this is an important debate about whose brand of morality is best for society. Is it Christianity or is it secular morality? In order for me to really get into this a little bit later into Negation of P, I like to just say a couple of things. And once again, I know a lot of you know me as a G-Man. For those of you who don't know, I'm a Christian who believes in the literal interpretation of the Bible. I believe that God created the heavens. And
Good morning, Tiffany.
I believe that he rested on the seventh. I believe that God told Adam and Eve not to eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Adam and Eve disobeyed God, and evil entered into the world. Prior to Adam and Eve eating.
A quick little side edification for some of my brothers and sisters in terms of interpreting the Genesis account of days, Yom, as the literal 24-hour version of the definition of the word, is I would compel you to maybe take a little bit of time to read and meditate on Hebrews 4 and see if you maybe get an impression or at least a idea from the passage that Paul is painting that we are all currently right now in the seventh day and have been since God rested from creation, which is why he hasn't been creating this whole time. And we know that at the end of times, that once everyone is judged, that he will enter out of his time of rest for creation and create anew, because the old earth, old heaven and the old earth will pass away. No place will be found for them. It'll be something else brand new that will be created, and that'll be the end of that period of rest. So go read Hebrews 4 and understand that there is certainly apostolic perspective to glean from the idea that the days in record could have more dynamic meaning than some people are giving them.
From the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, there was no evil on the earth. There was no murder, there was no rape, there was no killing, there was none of that stuff going on. There was no genocide, none of those things were going on. There were no moral evils going on. And that was because Adam and Eve was obeying a absolute moral lawgiver. They was upholding to objective moral values. That those objective moral values were by mimicking the very nature of Almighty God. And a lot of times in these kind of debates, people make the mistake of believing that Christians only do good things because God tells us to do these things. In reality, we get these commands from God because God is the author of everything that is good. He cannot be tempted with evil, nor does he do evil. So when we appeal to his standards, we have less and less and less harm in the world, to the point that, you practically have none. I can't say the same thing about secular morality, though, because secular morality has a different way of viewing things. Number one, they believe that a singularity extended over a long period of time, cooled down, created the universe. They believe that on a pre-life Earth, with some primordial soup, that lightning hit this soup, and that the first life form, the first living cell came about. And the theory of evolution teaches that we all share a common ancestor with this single cell organism that was there. And many of these people that believe in this brand of how we got here conclude that we can learn that we have learned how to be good and evil based on what has been going on in society. And our society has tried a lot of things to try to help us be, good people. And that's by using education, politics, and various other means, psychology, and other things. But all that, in my opinion, has produced is a bunch of educated people who still do wrong. People who have various different political opinions who still do wrong. People who can use psychology to mess with your head to do wrong. Secular morality doesn't have a moral basis in order for us to look upon, in order for us to...
Why is it that atheists seem to be so comfortable like dancing around the idea of insinuating homosexual rape? Why is that? Like, I've seen this kind of like being one of those things that pops up a bit. Like, why are they such juvenile, like subhuman, low character trash that they think it's kind of cute to like insinuate like homosexual like rape and attraction against people's will or what they would want as something that they would push as like some sort of insult? It's very weird for people that claim to like have some sort of like moral compass for supporting like some sort of normalization of homosexuality. The fact that they keep working it into their insults and their divergences shows they really don't actually care about them. They're just virtue signals. They really don't care about the people they claim to be caring about. They're just virtue signaling. And that's one of these examples. Like, by the way, one of these kids that thinks it's clever to basically just steal someone's, image and kind of do a parody on their name, a parody on their name and go around to chats and troll. Like, is this really the best you have to offer? Like, you think that this is going to somehow bring, positivity to the debate sphere? Like you think that this is one of those things that like you don't think that you guys, you stupid, ridiculous trash clowns doing things like this isn't part of what instigated people like me to emerge? You think you guys, like, being such, amoral dumpster can people might have had something to do with why some Christians are kind of just tired of it? I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Like, and they're contradictory. Like, they clearly, like seemingly based upon what they say and what they do, I think they hate a lot of the people they claim they actually like. Like Rage. Rage is a good example too, because Rage will use homosexuality as an insult to try and actually strike at someone, but yet at the same time claims there's nothing wrong with it. Well, then how are you using it as an insult? And see, like this dumb little atheist in here right now that stole Matt Powell's vision because he has no intellect to come up with an actual argument. So all he can do is troll and mimic. So what he's done is show that he's willing to actually betray any semblance of moral compass that he claims to have for the sake of actually painting the picture that he's a horrible human being and actually betraying his supposed, moral compass in the process. It is amazing. Like, I wonder if atheism is almost like a type of mental retardation, because they don't seem to have the ability to recognize things like shame or self-awareness of their responsibilities or their actions or what they promote. And they seem to be immune to noticing their own hypocrisy. Like they're really quick to seemingly like talk about a lot of hypocrisy they see around them. And you know what? They are completely oblivious to their own, and they're some of the worst offenders. It's actually pretty amazing. It actually is pretty amazing. These little weed-saturated Zoomer trash modern atheists really, truly are social cancer, like, purely and simply.
They have a basis to determine what is right and what is wrong. Now, my opponent today is going to disagree with that. My opponent is going to try to argue that secular morality does have a means for determining what is right and what is wrong. And I'm here to say that prior conversations, both with my opponent and with other people online, that those arguments don't fly. A lot of them are built on straw man arguments and misrepresentations of what Christianity is. Most societies, if not all of them, understand
Yeah, that's a good point.
that there are absolute
that's a Yeah, see, they can't notice. They can't even notice their own hypocrisy. Like they even like many times condemn the things they say to support, and then they support the things they claim to condemn. They like seriously, atheism, I do believe almost could be a product of actual legitimate mental retardation, because they do not seem to have the ability to self-actualize on these very, very basic things that the rest of us basically just call common sense. Like, I think there might be something seriously mentally wrong with them. And I've said this before, that the insurgents, the rise of atheism, might very well be nothing more than a severe, extreme, abundant number of cases of undiagnosed autism. And that we are just seeing it happen in the light of atheism as a byproduct representation of it. Because I think what happens is you will gravitate towards atheism when you actually do not have the capacity for actually digesting abstract thought. Like, once you basically judge your world based upon empiricism and the like, you're a complete and utter logical nightmare. And if you don't have the ability to see it, if you're so in your own framework and you are so convinced that you're true, you never will see it. And that is one of those unfortunate things. Hello there, Praise. Good to see you, brother. Thanks for popping in. Thank you so much. Always good to see you, brother. Thanks so much. Yeah, so this would be interesting. Yeah, it really is shameful. See, he'll keep it going too. Yeah, they are that oblivious. They are that unaware. It's actually hilarious.
Or absolute moral.
This is display. You know, I almost wonder if I could just if I could almost just win the debate tonight by just saying, like, just get to the end of the debate and just let my closing statement be, look at what the atheist said in chat tonight, and look at what the Christian said, and you decide which you think has a stronger moral compass. Like, just let the atheist, the dumb, idiot, worthless gutter trash that tend to frequent that room, let them become part of the argument. I might do that. And I'll even say it now and advertise it that I'll do that. Because you know why? Because it won't stop them. They'll, even if it's certainly most of them, if not all of them, won't see this. And the ones that do probably will disregard it. They'll still go in there and be vitriolic, hateful, nonsensical trash clowns. And that'll ultimately just probably end up being part of my debate. Look. Just go ahead and look. It's on display right here. If you want to see the actual amoral dumpster fire that is atheism on actual display in practical public, how it manifests in the common man, just look at the chat. Just look at the chat. My case is made for me. Yeah, I think that might be worked into my closing there.
Good things that you can do. All right. For example, no one's going to argue that feeding the poor is immoral. No one is going to argue that saving the life of an elderly person
what is this?
Immoral. Most of
what is this now? What is this about now? What is happening? What is happening with these accounts, people? I don't understand.
us, and I have to say that most of us believe that rape is wrong all the time, in every scenario, in every situation. And we know that is wrong because it goes against the nature of God. If left to mankind without God, you'll have a case, especially when you're dealing with secular morality, you'll have a case where you have a person who believes that it is right on some cases and that is not right in some cases, and then that they're both right while arguing that the person who promotes the rape is wrong. It's a very confusing worldview, and I will point this out in my debate with negation of peace. I don't want to go on too long. I want to give negation of peace as much time as possible to go on with this opening statement. And after that, we'll have a dialogue, I guess.
You bet. So thanks so much, G-Man, for your opening. And now we will kick it over to Negation of P, who Negation of P, I'll let you.
I think one of the things that atheists are going to start to really hate is that, and by the way, I get to blame the chat for this on some regard. Yes, exactly. This boy, exactly. I get to blame the chat for this because what's happening is you guys are making the channel entertaining. You're helping giving me content too for the sake of entertainment as well. Chat is definitely part of this dynamic, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. You guys are hilarious many times too. And the atheists are a wonderful display of stupid when they happen to come in here and open their mouths for me. So it's actually great. Pretty much all the way around. But I think one of the things the atheists are going to hate and they're going to get upset about is that it's entertaining. It's entertaining. You know, people keep coming back. Even that weird little coked out idiot degenerate Will Kincaid can't help but come back because, you know, he finds a draw. Some of it at some level is still ultimately entertaining to him. And this is that factor that is going to really tick the atheists off, because it's something that, you know, some of the more, I would say, monotone, less charismatic versions of the atheistic community have a hard time competing with. They basically have a script, and they've been running the same script for years, and now the script has gotten stagnant, and they found the only audience they have that could possibly, you know, benefit from this stagnant script, and it's this kind of tiny little spectrum of the online universe. So I see so many of these atheist channels kind of seemingly, especially lately, kind of hit an extreme plateau. Like, you know, no growth in a couple of years, you know, nothing really happening, no new arguments, no new perspectives, no provocative debates, just none of it. So it's really interesting that the atheists seem to be flailing almost in a way, especially, I mean, the desperation. I stepped in for a couple minutes. The desperation on Speed of Sound of Pudding's stream with Brainless Engineer, the Brainless Cringineer. You know, that was an incredible display of desperate victim status and sophistry. It was quite a thing to behold for just a few minutes that I could stomach it. I mean, the hypocrisy was basically as thick as pudding in there. I could basically not breathe. It was incredible. It really was pretty incredible. But, you know, there you see a bunch of, oh, the offense. Oh, our feelings. Oh, there's been so much done against our innate feelings that we can't possibly justify or use for any type of actual moral grounding, but our feelings, you know, the feelings is all that matters. It's always in the atheist mindset, the feelings. And that makes sense. That's why they enable horrible things. That's why they inadvertently actually enable and condone rape and sexual abuse, substance abuse, suicide, out of their pure ignorance and obliviousness, and they're grasping onto, you know, the subjective moral relativistic compass as their framework. They don't even realize the horrors that they're opening in through their own front door. And I mean, it's part of their own extinction. It almost seems something programmed in reality that atheists would have a higher propensity for self-destruction and suicide, you know, considering the fact that they don't have the ability to find any substantive, meaningful grounding in reality, and basically are left with nothing but pure constant nihilism. No matter what type of mental gymnastics they might try to use to pull out of it, it's still a nature of the beast. You know, they will always have that sense of meaningless existence, of predeterminism, you know, that came from basically nothing but a series of, you know, stardusts hitting each other in complex fashions and ultimately randomly generating them. And all of their experiences and everything that was meaningful to them will disappear and evaporate along with their lives at the end of time. But I mean, the pure hopelessness and vacuous perspectives that would create. I mean, my goodness, the atheists truly, if not pitied for their lack of coherency and ability to digest the world with any real sense of reason, they should be pitied for what is most likely a very extreme set of emotional weights that constantly is put upon them. So, yeah, pity them. Pity them. The reason they're probably so disgusting has a lot to do with probably why they're so miserable. So keep that in mind.
Explain. So I'll start the timer on your first word.
Okay, thanks again. And I'll start with a quote from Aristotle. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. The argument that I'll make tonight is going to be at least the part that speaks against Christian morality is going to be bound by Christianity and its beliefs. But I'll start with a positive end. Yes,
Beautiful.
I definitely believe that evolution allowed for and
it's a good start.
eventually created human morality. From there, the book that I will most cite and probably only cite is called A Natural History of Human Morality. It's the psychologist, his name is Michael Tomasello. He is co-director of the Max Planck Institute for Evolutionary Anthropology. This book is founded on decades of work through dozens and dozens of studies that I believe puts a very decent foundation on where morality comes from, at least from a human perspective. I don't agree with everything in the book, but a lot of it is very, very good. There will be links provided if you want to buy the book, and to Michael if you're interested in him at all. From there, I think probably just to make sure I don't run over on time, James, if you could go ahead and start the video. Guys, this video, I apologize for. The sound quality may be off a little bit because I had to cut and paste a bunch of my old stuff. But just because you think you've seen it, please don't stop watching, because I've added and revised quite a bit in this. So with that said, James, whenever you're ready.
You bet. Switching over. And those of you in the audience, if you can just help us double check to know the absolutely the audience is working, or the audio is working, that'll help. I think it will be good, but here we go.
With many theologians still relying on objective morality as a cornerstone of their apologetics, I thought it might be interesting to use an internal.
Oh, I don't like this. I don't like just playing a video for an intro. I don't like that. Like, I guess I don't really even mind as much. I always thought it was even a little bit weird to me to have videos in openings. Like there was a really great opening that Cy 10 did against Bergenkate did against Matt Dillahunty, which I thought was a great opening. And he used videos effectively. And I think that was the first time I'd ever seen videos used in an opening, and it was really to paint the picture, show what Matt had said in the past. That was the purpose of the videos. It wasn't for him to talk and make his points, but for him to just show what Matt had said in the past, to draw, basically a point to the contradiction in Matt's, stances and perspectives. So, that's one of the times where I was like, oh yeah, that's a really effective, interesting use of video. But this whole playing a video as your opener, I don't know. It feels really detached to me, honestly. I mean, are your stances still exactly the same when you made this video, since you've researched it since then? I guess, I don't know. I mean, in some ways, there's maybe a little bit of a personal angsty issue with doing this type of thing, but it's okay. It's fine. Let's let him do it.
To not only grant the existence of a Christian-like God, along with all of its attributes, but you also must be willing to grant the Bible, at least in part, is inerrant. With that in mind, I would like to start by ensuring that I am portraying the Christian God correctly. And I can think of no better way to establish the attributes of this God than to use his own words as revealed to us in Scripture. 1. God is all-powerful. As we see throughout both the New and Old Testament, God proclaims that anything and everything is doable through his power and glory. 2. God is all-knowing. Both present, past, and future cannot be hidden from God and his infinite knowledge.
Hey, I don't know if you heard, but we just had a
why would we
big
not
development
let,
in the unfolding.
I don't know why we wouldn't let I don't know why we wouldn't let the Bible be the interpreter of what the omnipotence means. It's one thing to say the Bible claims omnipotence, and the English definition of the word omnipotent is this, all powerful. That is not a consistent way to drive the argument. The consistent way to drive the argument is to your book claims a type of omnipotence. And by the way, it never says omnipotent. It says all powerful. And therefore you would have to ascertain through the interpretation of Scripture what all powerful actually means to the Scripture by taking it into context. So it's already, unfortunately, a massive straw man in the argument.
God is all good. Anything and everything that God creates and or does must be of infinite goodness.
Oof.
4.
Infinite goodness, dude? Really? What Christian has ever said infinite goodness? Supreme good, highest good, best possible good? That's I mean, what is this infinite thing? What is that you're trying to? Yeah, I don't like that.
God has a plan, and his will must be done.
Oh man, I hope he doesn't play the exact same video tonight.
To even conceive of something that he wants to happen, not coming to fruition. So here I am, way out on a limb, granting everything that the Christian needs to prove morality, it would seem. And you may even be asking yourself how, if an atheist grants all the powers and abilities most Christians prescribe to their deity, could I then...
No fixation, no clarification, no consideration on whether or not the claims have to be logically consistent or philosophically coherent. Absolutely no admonition on that consideration whatsoever. That's a little bit disappointing. That is a little bit disappointing to me.
argue against a theologically based moral system? Interestingly, such a system, in my opinion, becomes irrational, incoherent, and possibly it may not even be able to exist in any meaningful way. In order to best demonstrate why I feel this way, I'm going to use the tried and true three-legged stool approach. This approach, for those unfamiliar, basically states that in order for a three-legged stool to stand, all three legs must remain intact.
Oh boy.
To use this analogy, I would like you to envision morality as a seat placed upon three legs, the legs being possibility, identifiability, and justifiability. So let's start by exploring the possibility
Now, I don't think I've actually seen this specific framework before. Now, this is interesting. Now, I'm very familiar with the twin pillars, where you have morality supported by empathy and reciprocity. But these are subjective, abstract perceptions of each individual. Now, this is interesting. Let's see where he goes with this.
any real moral system coexisting with an omnigod. Foundational to any moral system, there must exist actions that could be considered good or bad. As simple and obvious as this might seem, when you throw an omnigod into the mix, creating these conditions become an impossibility. And yet,
Moral dilemma and context are intrinsic to digesting the morality of a situation. It's the same for a court case. You know, you could hear in a court case just the basic facts. You could hear like just a basic interpretation of the scripture, a basic reading. You could just grab the basic facts. Okay, a guy walked into this liquor store and the owner shot him in the head. Okay, with just those facts alone, the very, very basic level, well, you're going to think, oh, the store owner, what the heck is wrong with him? What an evil guy. And the missing component of the story may have been clarification in the fact that this person was armed and had a gun on them and said something threatening when they came in. And then all of a sudden, the dynamic of the situation changes altogether. So the context is the enemy to the atheist. Like they will go through every method possible to avoid giving you the context or an outlying perspective, because once they do, their arguments fall apart. They have to rely upon very, very shallow, very, very basic readings and interpretations in order to make their points. And when you show even just a glimmer of scholarly interpretation, their entire argumentation and perspective completely falls apart. Sometimes they even reveal themselves as pure actual bigots, culture bigots. So it's something to have in your knowledge set to be able to expose.
yes, I understand that seems extremely counterintuitive. So let me try to illustrate why this is the case using a thought experiment. I would like to ask you to now imagine a woman in labor giving birth to a son. Immediately after the birth, a person approaches the baby.
Okay, well, since you don't seem to be giving anything constructive and you're just making a bunch of vulgarity and weird noise, I'm going to put you on timeout. So, Will, I don't really have any interest in engaging with you, and I really don't care about you or your weird little channel over there or whatever you have going on with Brett Keane. So, I mean, if you're here and you want to watch, great. But you know what? Don't be such an idiot trash clown.
Announcing to everyone that due to a past crime of the infant's father, this person will now infect the newborn with an illness that will cause the child to instantly become very sick and will also result in the infant.
Like the atheists do realize that I'm many times like trying to make the point that atheists have a tendency to display themselves as garbage human beings based upon their moral compasses. And then they come in my room and actually have the nerve to validate me. It really is truly staggering. The cognitive dissonance, the lack of awareness of hypocrisy or shame. It really is amazing.
Infant's death within a week. Okay, ask yourself, was that good, bad? And if you do believe it was one or the other, Was it objectively
Oh boy,
so?
more empty
Does it matter who
assertions from
committed the
Chris
act?
Jones.
Does it matter when it was
Gee,
committed?
didn't see that coming.
Well, according to the
Gee,
historical
didn't see that coming.
Well, according to the historical text contained within the Bible, this exact event took place. And in fact, it was the Christian God himself who was the person infecting and killing the newborn child. Once we come to understand this, we must also accept that because of God's nature.
See, like, to this person, he thinks they're making a point. That they can basically just assert what they believe and that that's saying something. And this is the same type of person who will say how stupid Christians are for asserting what they believe. This is how dumb and unaware the atheist actually is. Okay? Like, they will engage. Again, guys, what did I just say? That they will engage in the exact same things that they condemn. They will just go around and preach and say how we shouldn't be able to go around and preach. Like, yes, exactly, outcast. Like, this is what I keep saying, guys. Like, they can't even help but validate me. I do think atheism is a byproduct of severe mental retardation in most cases, because this lack of awareness, this lack of ability to even be remotely intelligent, I have to believe there's something like that going on, because it just makes there's no other viable reason for it at all.
Not only was this action good, but the best of all possible actions. And, as I am sure most of you are well aware, Scripture provides many
something
examples
like
of
that.
God acting and ordering others to act in a way that without his involvement would have been considered at least morally reprehensible. But again, due to God's participation in those activities, we must consider them to have been absolutely good and objectively moral.
Beautiful.
Finally, when you understand that everything is within God's domain and under control of his plan, every action in existence then instantaneously becomes good, meaning there is no balance to the equation. You have no evil, only good existing. Therefore, morality cannot exist. And there you have it. One of, if not the most important leg supporting morality has been demolished.
Chris, you haven't made an argument or a point. All you do is come in here and say things that you believe. Like, there's nothing to address. You're basically just a preacher. You're basically just an overly religious atheist zealot preacher. Like, you don't ever even bring an argument. You just say things that you think and you believe, which aren't even based in reality or even philosophically coherent. It's like, it would be like trying to argue with the guy with the tinfoil hat and the cardboard sign. Clearly, you're not operating with a full deck, so why acknowledge you?
In summary, if God is all powerful and has a plan, then everything must happen according to his will, which must reflect his
Dude,
goodness.
the link's in the description.
Therefore,
You
no
can come in the
evil,
room.
there is no morality. But wait a second. Let's say that some Christian is able to get past that problem and can prove that morality can coexist with their God. What happens then? Well, let's see how Christianity fares against the next leg. So now we'll move on and investigate one's ability to identify right and wrong in the presence of an omni-God with an all-good plan. In this next thought experiment, I ask you, can a person ever determine the moral state of any observed action if an omni-God exists? I ask you to envision yourself out hiking in Alaska, and when topping a rise, you notice a large group of boys who are being pursued by two bears in the valley below. It is obvious that they cannot escape, and without your interference, the bears will soon overtake and maul the boys. You have the means and ability to kill the bears before they attack them. So the question now becomes, is the moral action to kill the bears or stand by and allow the boys to be mauled? Now, I'm sure you're aware, I didn't pick this situation arbitrarily. In fact, it's based directly from the historical narrative contained within the Bible. And because of that, we know not only did 42 boys get mauled by bears, but those bears were in fact sent directly by God himself. And therein lies the problem for us as the hiker. Since we don't know, nor can we know, why the bears were attacking the children, how can we ever morally determine what our reaction to this situation should be? You see, with the existence of an omni-God, and the Christian God in particular, but it creates a set of circumstances in which every moral decision, at least from the limited human perspective, becomes indeterminable. So as much as a theist may disagree, it is clear the existence of a God would not only hinder, but perhaps even make impossible for one to know and use.
This is urgent. I'm reaching out to top Democrats like you because we have a midnight
morality. So now we're down to a one-legged stool. But again, I want no stone left unturned, and I am going to assume that there is a Christian that could overcome both objections I've put forth so far. So finally, we arrive at justifiability, which means a person must be able to rationally defend the actions they've taken in response to a moral situation. So again, let us take the advice of our Christian friends and turn to the Bible to see how God has his followers justify their actions, and maybe even how he justifies his own. In short, if we look at the kings that God directed, every one from Joshua through David, they were all commanded to not only overthrow the other countries, but to utterly destroy them, killing everything that lived, including animals and children. When asked why, the only reason that is ever provided in the Bible.
Yeah, sorry guys. Yeah. No, by the way, this boy, you did reach out to me. Thank you for that. I appreciate the offer too. And yes, we are going to work on that. We need to work on that. We probably should have a Discord conversation or something. Let me get back to you on that for sure, because I do want to set something up. I think it's time to at least put something together that's a little bit more um, advert advertising. Like I haven't really done anything in terms of a proactive type of stance of the channel, like advertising an image or anything. I was kind of going to let some of the atmosphere manifest itself for a bit, see where it was going to go. But yes, no, we are gonna work on that. And I appreciate the offer, man. Seriously, I really do. Like it's actually kind of a big deal for the brothers and sisters to kind of notice this and kind of just want to like step in and provide, their own hard work, expertise. I've gotten especially lately, certainly probably within the last week or so, a lot of real solid positive encouragement. So I mean, it's kind of like there's going to be growing pains and there's going to be some alteration and stuff, and certainly as we move forward. But the idea is that all of this ultimately, in some way, shape, or form, does have a little bit of a bigger picture perspective to it. There's a stagnation I've noticed in a lot of these channels, these perspectives, the arguments, and even just how they're presented. And I kind of want to start shaking that up a little bit and changing the dynamic. And that was interesting how it like ticked so many people off, the debate with Godless Girl, but it only ticked them off because they got to see like the type of thing that atheism ultimately does justify, is that type of personal self-destructive behavior. So for me, it basically accomplished the best case scenario, what I was hoping it to accomplish, to show that atheism, when applied in practical, common public, is complete and utter social cancer. Like it really is self-destructive. It's a horrible thing.
Is because God directed those actions to occur. Or in other words, God's people must show blind obedience.
By the way, what is this thing? I heard all this talk about Brenda, like I was running from Brenda and stuff. I have the link in the description. Brenda could come in here and say something if he, she, it, I don't know what you are, could come up with something substantive to actually come in. I'll give you at least 60 seconds. And then I'll give you a response. I mean, I don't think you have the ability, seemingly so far, you haven't had the ability to actually behave like an adult or a decent human being. But hey, I'll give everyone at least 60 seconds. So, I mean, feel free. Click on the link.
And a willingness to follow orders without question. And when we move to the individual, again, we see nothing but, I told you to do it, therefore you follow orders. Or in Job's case, who are you to question me? So I ask you, is blindly following a...
Yeah, it's sad, Outcast, isn't it? It's all he actually has. That's all he has, clearly. He just preaches. He just preaches atheism. I've yet to see him actually provide an argument, not even once. He just preaches atheism and states what he believes. Like, it's just... Like no Christian these days is ever really respected doing exactly what Chris Jones does.
Leader, regardless of
yet
how
he'll keep
powerful
at
that
it.
leader may be, justification in and of itself to commit any action. If not, I challenge the Christian. Please provide me anything in Scripture that would demonstrate otherwise. However, I fear this is the only justification that can be provided when dealing with directives from God. If this is the case, I say the third level.
Well, I don't know, stupid. I can only go off of what makes sense to me. So if you have an issue with that because of your feels, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but it is ultimately only your feels. I'm not actually making a prognosis or a diagnosis. I'm stating my personal perspective and opinion on the matter. And frankly, I think it's justified. Now, if you have an issue with that, pitch an argument to the contrary. Don't just sit there and try to ultimately find some sort of methodology of ultimate finality of dismissal without ever actually addressing what I said. So appreciate it.
Flag is non-existent as well, because just as a scientific theory or hypothesis must be rationally demonstrable, testable, falsifiable, any good moral theory must follow those same methodologies and practices. In conclusion, I think any Christian attempting to use their God as the foundation.
It's kind of funny for Chris to say I don't even understand philosophy means by assertion that he has an incredibly sublime, superior perspective of philosophy. He should come in and enlighten us as to what I'm getting wrong in philosophy and how incredibly attuned he is. So much more than I. He should come and enlighten us all. I think it would be very entertaining.
For morality has their work cut out for them, because as we see, all that we are left with is a fragmented and broken concept of morality held together.
What is the argument?
Sophistry and tradition.
Brenda, the argument is that you're weird and you won't actually come in and give a comment, but you're gonna somehow get into sock accounts and tell me that I am running from you. Like your desperation is really, really just bizarre. You actually do have the opportunity to come in the room. The link is in the description, but you won't. So, and neither will Chris Jones. He has no interest. Again, this is this cowardly keyboard warrior nonsense. It's just a bunch of noise. Atheist preaching.
Which leaves Christian-based morality without a leg to stand on.
I didn't respect Christian preaching when I was an atheist, and now I'm supposed to appreciate atheist preaching when I'm a Christian? Give me a break. Get out of here with that garbage.
As always, thanks again for watching, and I hope you all found truth, not truth.
Oh, there's Brenda. Okay, Brenda. Okay, Brenda, go ahead. I'm glad you took the invitation. What can I do for you today? Hello? Brenda, are you there? We can't hear you. We can't. Your mic might be muted or you're having connection issues. Can you hear me? We cannot hear you. We can still not hear you. We are still not hearing you. Okay. Maybe try to fix the...
Is that working now?
Oh, there we go. Yep, now you're there. Okay, you're there. Go right ahead, Mike.
Yeah, every time I switch to StreamYard, I have to switch the default microphone.
Oh,
yeah.
That would make sense. Yep. Okay, very good. Well, go ahead. Like I said, I promise you at least 60
Go ahead
seconds.
with what? Well, you're just talking trash in the comments, so I don't know what it is. You seem to think I have...
I'm talking trash in the show, not the comments.
Yeah, you seem to think I have some sock accounts. I don't have sock accounts.
Well, someone was sending a bunch of weird claims about how I was running from you, and yet you were never nowhere to be found. So I don't know. It seemed like some sort of plea of desperation from someone who was maybe... Because when you came into the stream with Maddox, you seemed to be really, really extra desperate to score a point to where you were even willing to be kind of creepy. So you were willing to be so desperate that you were willing to be creepy. At least that's what it came across to me.
What's creepy? I don't know what that.
Well,
what
when you came in,
that.
well, do you remember when you came in and started getting really personal, probing questions, asking us to be concerned about supposedly
What's the personal probing question?
Well, we've been over this, Brenda. Now I'm starting to wonder if you actually have the capacity to even recognize it at all.
No, I just want to know what that is. I just want you to actually.
You came in and started asking about what his last name was, who he was.
No, I didn't.
Oh yeah,
no,
you did.
I know what his name is. It's John Maddox.
I appreciate that you've denied that, because now I get to take this denial and splice it with the video. I know where it is.
I didn't say. I didn't ask what his name was. I asked what his education level was.
That, and you also asked what his full name was, and you said,
"Well,
is your
John
last name
Maddox."
Well, yes, but why did you need to confirm that if you already knew it? What were you trying to accomplish?
Well, I was trying to see if what his name was. If
But
this was the
why
same
would you
person.
do that? But why would you do that?
It's irrelevant. It's not really
Well, no,
relevant.
it's very relevant, because if it's not relevant, then it's creepy. And that's the whole point, that you don't seem to be able to like connect. Because
No.
when you come in and do something like that with no good reason, then the only viable reason is an intent to slight or be creepy. And I know you were doing that because
No.
what you did right before you came in was to go at us about how we should watch what we say, because we might worry about monetization, as if we clearly cared about that. And we weren't, and none of our channels were in a position to be monetized anyway. So what you were willing to do was come in and make a desperate point to try and get a dig that none of us cared about.
No, I just wanted John to because he seemed to have some kind of weird thing where he was trying to pretend that he wasn't John Maddox.
I don't know who was ever getting that impression at all. Anyway,
John, as logical, plausible, was trying to pretend that he wasn't John Maddox.
Where is this happening? Where did you see
that?
that?
In the show that we're talking about right now. He seemed to be giving the impression that he was trying to distance himself. He was trying to like brand himself as logical, plausible, and to put some distance between John Maddox and logical, plausible.
If the name of his channel is Logical, Plausible, Probable, and he wants to make an executive decision to brand himself as such, who are you to make a judgment otherwise, question it, or inquire about it? Why do you feel entitled?
No, I simply wanted him.
I'd like you to answer the question. I'd like you to answer the question. Why do you feel
because I
entitled?
think that there was some duplicity going on.
And what is the duplicity?
That he was trying to distance himself from himself.
So he's not allowed to brand himself the way he wants. See, like you have to, like you're not allowed to brand yourself the way you want and change your name and your identity and identify as what you want. You're not allowed to do that.
So I think he was trying. I think it was.
I'd like you to be consistent, Brenda, because you're starting to irritate me. Because what you're doing is engaging in hypocrisy. You expect everyone to recognize what you identify as, and what you did is you came into the room to try and deny what he's trying to identify as in your own grotesque amoral hypocrisy. And see, this is what I was trying to draw attention to.
Yeah, I don't
earlier.
think that those are.
I know you don't think. I know you don't think. And I know
don't.
That's part
no,
of
that's not what I said. I didn't say I don't think. I said I don't think those two are commensurable.
Yeah, you could have stopped at think, and we would have.
Well, I know that. I know you need to make your petty little digs.
It's not petty. I've already made the point, Brenda.
That's what I said.
The point is, and whether or not you can follow it is now irrelevant, because now the point is made to the audience. So I'll go ahead and give you last word, and I got Chris Jones in the back. I'm sure he'd like to say something too.
Oh yeah, that you haven't. There isn't any subject on the table, so to speak.
Okay.
It's simply your bigotry and intolerance is the main thing. You're extremely bigoted and angry and vicious person.
Can you give an example?
This conversation.
Well, so if I am disliking your personal character and I find you to be inferior, that's somehow bigotry?
Yes, it is. That's literally what the word means.
Oh, really?
Yes,
really?
When you think other people are inferior to you, that's literally what bigotry is.
Oh, you mean us? Okay, so I'm not allowed to make an observation about your inferior character and then judge you accordingly.
Oh, that's not.
That would be bigotry.
No. Yeah,
is that what you're saying?
Yes. When you judge other people to be inferior to you,
not inferior to me.
That's literally what bigotry means.
You're missing the point. It's not about. I'm not the standard. I'm not the standard. I'm drawing reference to.
You just gave it as your standard.
No, I didn't. I said
you did.
In a generality of it. By the way, did I ever present any of this as my standard, or did I present it as basically what should be considered a normative standard? That what you displayed was creepy, and I gave the reason why it was creepy, and ultimately because you had no reason to do it, made it extra creepy.
I had a good reason for do it was because he was being duplicitous, and I simply
he was not being duplicitous. He was not.
Yes, he was.
You know what? No, then you're being duplicitous. Then you are. Then you're duplicitous with your identity.
That's just projection. That's just projection.
No, that's your projection.
You're starting to panic. So settle down.
You're a hypocrite. You're a
No, I'm
hypocrite.
not a hypocrite.
Yeah,
It's not
you're saying
hypocrisy.
Maddox isn't allowed to separate his duplicity from what he is, and you're allowed to do it. You're allowed to
Well,
claim
thank you for
whatever you
recognizing
want
that
to
it's
be and whoever
duplicity.
you want to be. But Maddox can't do it. No, Maddox isn't allowed to brand his channel the way he wants, or
Thank you.
feel uncomfortable
Yes,
about
yes,
some
thank you.
weird, bizarre, amoral degenerate coming in the room and
It's not
questioning his
weird
full
or
name and
bizarre.
what his education is. Yeah, it is bizarre. It is bizarre.
No, it's not
you didn't
weird
come
to
in-
want to know what his
Brenda,
educational
you didn't come in
attainment
to
was.
talk. You didn't come in to pitch an argument. You came in to creep people out, and it's what you
No,
did. Okay, and you accomplished your goal.
You
So
feeling uncomfortable. You feeling uncomfortable is you, not me.
you see, when you make someone feel uncomfortable, you're gonna make that their problem. Seriously,
people don't make other people feel things. You
no.
make yourself
Oh,
feel
really?
things.
So I
That's
can't.
true.
Really? So
That's true.
someone hitting you in the face won't make you feel something.
Well, yes. Aside from physical
someone
contact,
calling you.
emotional.
Wait, hold
We're
on.
talking
Hold on.
emotions,
Okay,
not
fine.
physical.
Okay, fine. So someone calling you something other than what you identify as, would that be bad?
Yes, I would not like that.
Okay, then you're a hypocrite.
That's not hypocrisy.
Yeah, because that is someone else doing something to you that you disagree with and enforcing their will on you and saying that you just
I would dislike
yourself.
that.
Well, you just contradicted yourself. You said someone can't inflict discomfort on someone else.
No,
and
I didn't say
gave
discomfort.
An example.
I said other people.
Oh, now you want to play
can't
semantic
make you
games. Okay.
Can't. Yes,
all
other
right, now
people.
you want to bye Brenda. You want to play semantic games now. You're a complete and utter illogical, amoral, degenerate dumpster fire. Goodbye. Okay, Chris, come on in. Go ahead and say your piece.
Hello.
All right. Yep, that's all he has to contribute. So there we go. Let's go ahead and get back to it. This is atheism, ladies and gentlemen. This is atheism. Hypocrisy, contradiction, low character, deviation from anything of any semblance of rationality. This is why that statement about how hell is a place with no reason, it's because it's inhabited by atheists. It's inhabited by atheists who have no reason. That's why hell is that way. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That was a good opportunity to display some of that, I guess. So let's move on.
All right. Thank you very much. As we go back to the dialogue boxes. So with that, you do have a little bit of time left if you'd like to use it. Otherwise, if that was meant to be your opening, we can stop there as well. Negation of P.
Yeah, just go ahead and let's just add the rest of that to the Q&A section at the end.
You bet. You got it. So with that, now we will get into the portion in which the speakers will be an open civil discourse. So we can let G-Man kind of get the ball rolling.
The Christians are always entertained by these streams. That's why it's going to grow and the atheists can't stop it.
Get the ball rolling. Oh, I think that, hold on, let me, I think you might be muted.
Okay, I'm unmuted. There we go. Okay.
It's actually funny. It's actually because the triggering is going to get worse. Like as I continue to grow, as more Christians find me, I'd get on board with this. We're not tolerating this atheistic nonsense anymore. Oh, it's going to get beautiful, guys. I can't wait. And remember, I do want to encourage all of my Christian brothers and sisters to remember, we're going to have a good number of people that are going to come in here that are basically absolutely fundamentally reprobates. They will never, ever be convinced no matter what. They're either too stupid, too hard-hearted, or too oblivious, whatever it is. But they will be our entertainment. They will be our entertainment. They will be an exposition of the stupid, idiotic, nonsensical, ongoing contradictions that are inside the atheistic worldview so that everyone else sees it and says, wait, did I believe that? Did I believe that dumb thing that atheist just got destroyed on? I might think about reconsidering it. Now, the person in the debate that got destroyed might not even recognize it. They might not even realize that their argument was destroyed. And in fact, high probability based upon their bias, they won't, but the audience will. The audience will. And that is ultimately where the battle's always won, is inside the audience. So, of course, ladies and gentlemen, things are going to get even more entertaining as time goes by. I promise. Stay tuned.
All right. Yeah. So negation of P. Apparently, according to your presentation, God, because God will at all times, and because He's all powerful and all knowing and all good and everything.
I get to identify as I want, but I get to be a bunch of, have a bunch of probing, weird, questions to drag out what someone else is trying to identify as. Oh wow, what a dumpster fire moron you are, Brenda. Wow, gross. Like, and you're pushing some sort of moral compass that you can't even abide by. Stupid.
Pretty much does everything and can do it and can do everything, right? And they must be done because he can do everything, right?
That's my understanding of Scripture. Would you say that God's limited, or do you agree with that?
I don't believe that God will do anything that logically goes against his nature, and I'm going to prove it. And
Wait a
James,
second, I never claimed that. I never made that claim.
Yes, he did.
okay, so you said in your presentation,
Don't let him get away with that,
you're
James.
wrong.
He did.
If you think I'm wrong, that God's will must be done in all cases, and because he's all powerful and he's all good, and in those scenarios that you gave with the bears, with the baby being born, that nothing is stopping God from doing good or evil, right?
Well, nothing can stop God. If God's truly omni, then his will, whatever that may be, has to come to fruition. You can't have an all-powerful being that wants something and doesn't get it. That runs contrary to the very definition of omni.
But God is not going to do anything that logically goes against his nature. If you remember in my opening statement, I
just
stated,
need to
I stated
define.
that God.
Yeah, see, here's the problem.
The reason why we know
and here's
that
the
God-
problem. They should go ahead. I'd almost think like for this debate, and for this debate in particular, the one that they did, there almost should have been a preamble, almost a discussion between them of a definition of terms, or at least for the very sake of the debate at this particular point, is to go ahead and actually draw the debate into the definition of terms, because clearly the omnipotent, omnipresent components, these are two different definitions from two different worldviews that are being proposed to apply to the singular entity of the Christian God. So you have to use the Christian worldview's definition of the word if you're going to be coherent. You can't use the non-Christian worldview definition of the word that you're attributing to the text. Like that's not going to follow, especially for an argumentation of an interior critique. So yeah, that's a problem there.
God is good is because of his nature, who he is not what he necessarily commands us to do. And the scripture reading that I like to give you to prove this is in James chapter 1, verse 13. And this is what it says.
Yeah, Will, you don't get
I'll read
to
out
come
the
in.
KJV. It says,
Will, you don't get to come in. You're a waste of time.
"Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God. For God cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempts he any man."
Exactly.
So
Let me respond to that real quick, G.
Okay.
Now, could it be the case
They're going to call me a liar. They're going to call me a liar because I said everyone could come in for a minute. All right, Will, what do you want? 60 seconds. Go.
Dude, I just want to say, big fan of the channel. Just like, okay, so I was thinking something serious about this. Like, so Brenda came in and she said, or he or whatever, said, fucking, you can't make fucking people feel anything. I just want to point out how fucking stupid that statement is, because I'm pretty sure if I called Brenda a tranny, they would be very offended and they would be hurt internally. So, I mean,
I agree.
that doesn't make any fucking sense. I mean, I'm going to call a spade a spade. I mean, I'm like a massive fucking asshole troll, but like, even I could see the logical inconsistency in that statement. I like this whole site for me is just a giant shit post. I know, the Christians and Knock and who the fuck, the skeptics or whatever, y'all got your own little microcosm of like, I don't know, some kind of debate sphere or something. I don't really follow anymore.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's kind of the great debate community. It's kind of just this online, we're all interjecting with each other and we all have our own audiences and the audiences interact. And it's kind of like just this big, evolving, growing, constantly surging dynamic thing of all this exchange of ideas. It's kind of just fun to be part of it,
Yeah, I could see how people, I mean, like, okay, so back in the day, Brett Keane claims to this day that he invented the great debate community, which is like, okay.
That's like Al Gore claiming the internet.
Fucking receipts, please.
Receipts?
Do you have some fucking screenshots or like fucking anything? But it's like, so I've been around for like 14 years or something. What, to no success. I know it's never going to happen. I have no
you guys have
delusion.
been around ages, yeah, for sure. You and Brett, I know have been definitely. I mean, I remember even on the show with you and Brett's show, like years and years and years ago, like you and me, messing around on there, like. So yeah, man, you've been in it for a while.
Yeah, like all the way back to when Brett Keane still had his website where he was hosting videos. He's like, I'm going to challenge YouTube situation. I'm going to be a competitor individual. And it's like, so like, I've been around here since I was, I don't know, maybe like 12, 13 years old, something like that. So I've seen the star that the debate community is collapse in on itself, then go supernova, and then just
Right.
like I've seen it go through phases. And one of the things that I happen to notice is that the Discord communities are probably the most cancerous, because it's like we're like what the hell is it? It's a something debate community. It's one of these. I forget what the hell it is, where it's a 24-hour live stream where people just come in and just talk asinine shit and debate constantly. So like what I was breaking your balls over is because when I saw your shit, I was like, oh, this is like a debate me bro guy. He's like, oh, fucking debate me on anything. He even said something to that effect in this stream. I think, like, I will fucking
that is kind of the idea. Yeah, for sure.
Well, I mean, it's like I'm not breaking your balls because of that anymore. Now it's
I'm not
just
denying
because
it. I'm not denying it. I'm saying, yeah. I mean, that's kind of been one of my things for sure. That's part of my.
I just want to know one thing though. Like, why didn't you use Ronnie Rottencock? That would have been so much better.
I felt like it was maybe. Well, I came up with a few very, very vulgar ones. In fact, a few probably even a little bit worse than that. But like the idea was, I do certainly have a perspective to kind of keep. Like, I can't take it too far. You know what I mean? Like, I even feel like,
dude, I have no fucking morals in that regard. I know. Yeah, I'm not here to be like a serious intellectual. Everyone's picked up on that at this point. In the beginning, like my whole channel name used to be Will of the Atheist, because I wanted to be one of fucking like a TJ copycat clown, like the Amazing Atheist.
Right.
Like, and then I realized that was fucking gay, so I dropped that, and then I dropped atheism, and I haven't really looked back. I don't think. Maybe once or twice. It's like, fuck, man. Especially being a Jew, where it's like immediately when you put the yarmulke on, it's almost like the yarmulke is almost like race that you can take off. It's like when I'm walking around, it's don't wear the yarmulke, because from the left and the right, especially in town, it's like, okay, the Hicks hate Jews and the far left hate Jews. Right. Commies and Nazis. They both fucking hate me. Mm-hmm. So it's like I've come so far, so now it's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna have fun. So that's what's up.
Can you fill me in real quick? What meltdown happened with the Brett Keane situation? Now he's leaving YouTube again and all this other guy. What is going on? Why can there be no consistency over in that corner of the universe?
So what happened to Brett Keane is, really, and I saw it coming as soon as he posted the video. He used the N-word, hard R, and his channel got 2 strikes, and then he was like, yeah, I'm not even going to wait for the third one. I'm just going to say, fuck it. I was like, what were you expecting? And then he goes through these, like, he's Knock and me and Von Helton and John, Johan and Avraham. What is he on YouTube? John Gishla, whatever.
Right.
Knoxsphere knows him as the Rabid Rabbi, so whatever. But we all fucking played Elder Scrolls Online together, and Brett has this thing where he gets like controlling. Like, if you're not doing exactly what he's doing, as soon as he tells you to do it, he will throw the biggest fucking hissy fit you have ever fucking seen. Like, I'm not joking. Like I've seen temper tantrums in fucking Toys R Us that were more mild than the kinds of fucking hissy fits that he throws.
Oh, so, and it was never recorded?
Yeah, there's plenty. I mean, I've got a hard drive full of every fucking thing that Brett Keane has done. So I've been keeping track of this motherfucker for like I want to say like a decade since I've been keeping track of all of this shit. But the point of me mentioning that is it's an encapsulation of what's going on with Brett now, better known as the Brett Keane cycle. Okay. So now he's off YouTube because YouTube hurt his fifis because he said the N-word. So now he's like, oh, BitChute's better. It's like, yeah, whatever. Go hang out with those fucking Nazi fucks where you belong. and then it's like, so then what happened in the aftermath of that is some some Christian gave him shit, so he's like, all right, the gloves are coming off. I could say the N-word now. I can call him a Christian N-word, situation. So he's over there talking shit about this guy, and he's like, oh, I would be remiss if I didn't throw all my friends under the fucking bus too. So it's like, Von Hout is a fucking pedophile. John Geschel is not even a real Jew. He's a fake Jew. And then, Will Kincaid thinks everything's a dream because he's high on coke all the time. And it was like, okay, I give you props, dude. It was like kind of funny. But then he went on this fucking thing where he made another video where he was like, I'm just not meant to have friends. I don't fit anywhere. I don't know even know if I believe in God anymore. And this is something that's happened in the past several times. So it's just gonna happen again. You wait. Somebody asked me on one of our live streams, like, how long until Brett comes back? I said, given the current data, probably like 3 months. I said, latest probably fucking Christmas, because it just happens to be his birthday, and I need PayPal donations. I can't afford kitty litter. So it's like... So just fucking wait. He'll be back. You go on a live stream. The only thing Brett has ever been good for, other than the views, obviously, which I appreciate, is the wacky fucking people that I meet over there.
Right.
Like there's a bunch of people that I met that are now like frequent flyers on your channel, like Quentin Phipps.
Okay, Quentin. Yep.
I met him first over there, and then he was on one of my live streams. He's like, "Please let me come back. This was fucking stupid." I was like, "All right." And Godless Girl, who
Godless,
who I want to point out is a retard by atheist standards. She was on one of Brett's streams and the video's clipped out.
Did you see the
on my
debate?
channel.
Did you see the debate I did with her in T-Jump? Did you see it?
No, because I don't hate myself that much yet.
Dude.
I got the rope. But I don't look at it that often. It just sort of hangs in my closet.
Can I spoil it? Can I spoil it for you? Can I give you a few
please
few bullet
I'm
notes?
moist just waiting.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Godless Girl is drunk by the time she gets to the debate. Before the debate,
What else is new? Godless Girl is drunk. Oh shit,
Right.
Is the sky blue too?
it gets better.
Fuck.
It gets better. Before the debate
Alright.
starts, she offers Tom Jump $10,000 to be her new boyfriend because her current boyfriend just broke up with her. The debate.
So about her boyfriend. Can you still hear me? I think.
Sure. No, I can hear you.
So about
I
her
can hear you.
boyfriend. So here's the situation. She pieced out on me because she was talking mad shit in Brett's stream. Sorry, I gotta light another fucking cigarette for this story.
It's okay, man.
I'm getting folksy on you. So
Hey, you're good for story time, Will. You carried that from the Jewish ancestors well, man.
Yeah, it's in my DNA. Yeah, that's why my IQ's higher than everyone else's too. Anyway, so the point of the point of me telling this story is that she was in there talking mad shit, and she was like pro kill babies, like unabashedly, and I was just breaking her fucking balls over this. And then she says something to me, calls me a retard, and I'm like, okay, fucker, here we go. So I happen to know that her boyfriend was in and out on a regular basis, because he's gay. That's the fact of the matter. He's gay, and he sucks dick on the side. So I mentioned this. I said, by the way, your boyfriend sucked my dick real good, and then she fucking pieced it. So because she's an absolute. Like she's like one of the worst human beings I've ever met. Like she was on that same stream bragging about this isn't like a pejorative. She was bragging about being a welfare queen and that the state paid for her cigarettes.
Yeah.
And she's just like chain smoking and talking shit from her fucking porch.
Yeah, and well, she bragged in the debate how she had just gotten a huge inheritance of like $100,000, and that was good for her and evidence that there probably wasn't a God as well. And she actually left.
Stamps, honey. Those are your food stamps, honey. It's $100.
Right.
Relax.
She left halfway through the debate to go get more alcohol. Literally left the debate, like just left, just took off. Came back with more alcohol. Continued to drink, and then towards the end actually legitimately passed out, like actually fell asleep during the debate on camera. and then was woken up by a shirtless man entering the room, and then she just basically left the debate before we even got to question and answer.
That was probably her boyfriend telling her to get out of his fucking house.
It could have been. It was absolute pure hilarity. It couldn't.
Either that or her dad wanted relations again.
Oh God. Will, you are definitely one good troll. I'll give that to you for sure.
That's I have a reputation to hold up.
Clearly, you're managing well. Okay, sir. Well, did you have anything else for me?
Not at the moment. You mind if I just hang?
Oh yeah, no. If you want to hang out and we go through this, yeah, man, I don't care. It's fine. Sure. And why not?
Yeah, I'd love to break balls. I'll go ahead and mute here for a second while you play
this.
No,
it's fine. No worries, man.
God uses evil to bring about his plan. And even though we as limited beings may see something as evil, in reality it's good. And I'll give you an analogy to make it a little bit easier, is that, as like my son's 8 now, but when he was 5, he was getting his vaccination shots. And even though he didn't understand that,
I remember now.
Because
it was Chris Jones. Chris Jones was the one that was saying that I was running from Brenda. That was the one. Yes. No, they clearly have some sort of connection to each other in some sort of way. No, I remember that now. It was Chris Jones, actually.
Oh, I did remember something from the stool thing where he was like, it 3 legs. And it's like, okay, I got an idea. How about you turn that fucking 1-legged stool upside down and you fucking sit on it, you pretentious cunt. How about that? How do you like that?
Will,
I'm sorry. I
have a proposal. Will you go do a debate with me? A tag team? If I can line something up, will you do a debate with me?
Oh, for fuck's sake. I mean, I suppose.
Come on, man. Good for channel views, good for subs. It always gives me a little boost after I do one.
So let me okay. So I accept your proposal.
Nice.
On the condition that I still get to just be an asshole.
Well, I think that's kind of essential, which means I'll have to locate the platform for it. But by all means, absolutely. I think that's right. Kind of what I know now.
Jim Majors through John. John and him are good friends, but I don't know if I would have fucked that up. So I mean, right. I could just be like, hey, Jim, by the way, I'm gonna make a complete ass out of myself if that's all right.
That comment about the stool. I can imagine what Negation of P would say to
that. Will Kincaid's a fucking ad hominem situation. I literally had somebody call me verbatim an ad hominem once, so now I use that all the time. He didn't say an ad hominem like, oh, you're a cocksucker. He said, I am, quote, an ad hominem.
You're a walking ad hominem.
Yeah, just fucking. So, in addition to that, so like on the subs views thing, the only thing I'm really concerned about is views. I like it when people watch my antics and participate. Right. I like it when people hit the dislike button. That's like a running fucking gag on my channel. Is that like all my subs hit the dislike button? So it's basically fucking meaningless. The only thing that I care about the subs for is I wish I could just.
You're such a good troll. You troll yourself.
I fucking oh fuck! I'm choking on coffin nails here. The only thing that I care about the subs for is I want 1,000 subs because the fucking YouTube system is blue balling me on being able to open my phone and just talk shit to a live audience.
Right.
So like. There's this running fucking meme. I think people are actually serious about it now, especially my co-host, that in my Discord, they're going to post nudes at 1,000 subs. So I think maybe if we go on a debate channel, I'm going to advertise that because that's worth it over there in the POG. So
I'll keep my eyes open. Yeah, I'll keep my eyes open. I'll find something for us to debate together. Absolutely.
I'm going to be... for legal reasons, I'm not leaving the state, but I am actually leaving the state here in a couple of days.
Okay.
So I'll be gone for like probably almost 2 weeks, but I'll be like at night I can like pop in on these little things. But as far as the debate goes, it's probably going to be like September.
Oh, that's
I think for the fucking meme, if you could like subtly line it up for like September 11th, that would be fucking hilarious.
Sure. Sure, I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do. Well, maybe the debate topic was 9/11 a good thing? Like, I don't know. Could that be something that would just trigger the universe?
Like fucking
into
Obama
oblivion,
did 9/11 or something. Yeah.
It would be a rehashing of 9/11. I couldn't even. I don't think I could even like show up to a topic like that. Like, I don't know if I'd be able to keep my sanity. It's like that the producers, Springtime for Hitler. It's almost like showing up for that type of debate.
Yeah, I just showed the rabbi the producers like the Springtime for Hitler thing, and he thought it was fucking hilarious. If there's one thing that I know about the Jewish people, it's that they find anti-Semitism fucking hilarious.
Right.
Like number one thing, like gut buster, like fucking real knee slapper material.
Right. Generally, yeah.
All right, let's carry on with this
let's
fucking
carry on.
cancer.
Let's do it. Yep, absolutely.
Sees that big, bad, evil, mean doctor standing there with a syringe that he knows is going to cause him pain. He doesn't have the foresight or the ability to understand that this needs to happen for his betterment. And in the same way that God created evil in order to fulfill his plan. In fact, Isaiah 45, and I will go to King James, specifically says, I form the light, I create the darkness, I make peace, I create the evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. And we can go to Genesis, we can go to Proverbs, we can go to Romans, and over and over and over, it says that God created evil.
We get tired of responding to it over here.
I want to make sure that you understand what you're reading. When it talks about evil, can you define what that word means for me?
Well, gee, if you want to redefine words, I have no problem with that. But again, if it is in the King James Bible, the one that you believe is inerrant, and it specifically uses the word evil, I'm going to take the Bible at its word. I'm not going to redefine it so it fits my worldview. I'm going to let it stand on its own. Now, if you feel that you can't do that, if you feel the Bible needs your help and God needs your help because he couldn't give us his message clear enough, well, you're free to do that, G. But I would
like to respond to this. Because that is weak. That is really weak. But anyway, so let me respond to this. Number one, the word you have to first remember something, negation of being as an educator. I would think that you would know this. But the Old Testament is written in Hebrew and the New Testament is written in Greek. Okay, then these words are translated and transliterated into other languages. So when you see the word evil there, I'm not done yet. So when you look at the word evil there.
I'm going to step on you. Sorry.
Yeah, so when it's talking about evil there, it's not talking about a moral evil. It's talking about calamity. This is a common objection that a lot of atheists or people who believe in secular morality tend to bring up in these kind of conversations, and they know full well that it's not talking about a moral evil. It's talking about a calamity. And then and the calamity
there's
is
an argument from the structure of the
correction, for judgment, or to bring a person into
Yeah, see, this is the fucking thing, is that G-Man is not the one to be making this fucking argument.
Yeah,
Sorry.
agreed. Yeah, no,
so my buddy John, who fucking lives with me, was on a debate with G-Man. It was like, is God a prick? And they were like two atheists that are like, God is a prick. And John and G-Man were like, God is not a prick. And John is very professional, and he's even wearing a fucking suit. Like, who is this fucking mad lad? And then it's like, and G-Man is just going off, just fucking answer the question. Answer the question. Why won't you answer the question? And the other guy's like, I'm trying to answer the fucking question. If you would just shut the fuck up, that would be great. And for like 2 hours, and then he had an after stream. He wouldn't answer my question. He wouldn't answer the question. And it's like, listen, G-Man, shut the fuck up. Just take a fucking seat. I mean, like, people say that I do fucking coke. This guy's on some next level shit. He's on like kratom or something. He went to the smoking save and got himself 2 bottles of fucking kratom, and he did it like fucking Jello shots or something. I don't know what this guy is fucking doing.
G-Man has his moments. There is one infamous moment. In fact, I need to go find it and clip it and make it its own thing, because it's probably the funniest G-Man moment ever. It was the moment he held up his cat to make a point to Aaron Raw about slavery.
Oh God, G-Man and slavery. You don't even know, dude. You want to see some shit? I will show you some shit.
He was arguing to Aaron, like, well, Aaron, aren't you an animal? And aren't we all animals? So is it okay to own you as an animal? Like, it was so bad. And then he picks up his cat and he shoves his cat in the camera. See, is it wrong for me to own this animal?
It sounds like fucking something I did to Mr. Batman once. And the cameras weren't running. It was in somebody's Discord. It might have even been Godless's Discord. I don't even remember at this point. But he was like, "Show me proof of evolution." This is back when I was an atheist. He's like, "Show me proof of you don't have you. We never seen one animal turn into another kind of animal." And I was like, "Yeah, actually, in 1996, in a paper produced by Professor Oak, we examined Charmander evolving into Charmeleon at level 16." That sounds like some bullshit that I would say. Like, what the fuck? It's got to be the drugs. There's some kind of like DMT Twilight Zone that these fucking, like, especially Christians, no offense, of course, present company excluded. There's some kind of like weird Twilight Zone that some of these Christians slip into where they like become one with the force or something, and they like sync up with my utter nonsense, and they just say the most delirious shit I've ever heard. And it's like, I gotta write that down. That'll be good for a bit.
Killing me, Will. I love it. I love it. Oh, yeah, man, you're good entertainment. I wish Brett would have let you talk more in the past. My goodness.
Oh, I tell you, I got stories about Brett. I like during the winter, not last year, but I think the year before. It was right around Christmas time, I think. I went in there and I was just, I don't know what happened. I think I know what it was. I had just come off the drinking contest with Knock, like the next day, and I was super hungover, but I was on a fucking roll, man. And everyone was fucking rolling and laughing, and Brett just shut the stream down. He was just like, and never stopped talking, and that's just gone forever. I didn't have enough time to grab that one.
Oh, that's
that was fucking unfortunate. There's a lot of moments like that I just lost to the fucking ether.
Yeah. There's been a few with me and him too that he just.
I mean, that's why I call my live streams. It used to be Propaganda Podcast, but now I just call them Brett Keen Live. Like new and improved, 100% less Brett. Is because I still want that Brett Keen quality level of like people coming in.
Right.
So I just like, I'll just use your name. And I know inevitably he's going to flag my channel into oblivion. But what he doesn't know is that I used to have I still have another YouTube channel with monetization ready to fucking go that I just shut down because I was like, I don't know about all this nonsense. And I just fucking rebranded. And like, if somebody nukes my channel, I've got like a couple of other channels ready to go. I could just put ads on that bitch right away if I wanted to.
Outstanding.
Like fucking go ahead. I don't even care. Everything's backed up. I have copies of everything. Goes on BitTubers. I get thousands of views over there anyway. I'm not gonna fucking cry about it. Like,
you're just the trollergizer bunny, aren't you?
You just can't fucking stop me. I have to. I gots to do it.
I get it, man. Well, you know what? I would say this, that if anyone was going to just do it, at least it's someone who seems to be certainly good at it. Even to the point where you troll yourself. You're so consistent about trolling, you have no issue about even trolling yourself. So at that point, my goodness, man, you're committed. I mean, you're so committed.
You in. I was going to try to bring you into a live stream to like give you tips on how to troll the shit out of fucking Knock. Because I don't know if you know this or you've seen his channel. And even Knock said this, like, Smokey should have gone to Will first before he started with the shit. He said that today, this morning.
Did he?
Yeah, and because we like the fact that he's like disabled, we just pulled no fucking punches. We were just going, and it's like he's always, because he's gone. We like, somebody was like, oh, you know what we should do? We should attack his family. And I was like, I don't know about that. I mean, I'm like an asshole, but like, well, how about we make fun of his disability? And I was like, okay. I don't care. So like when you were saying earlier that it's like, oh, there's atheists. No, I do the Brett Keen voice for you for some reason. I don't know.
I like it. It's very interesting. Yeah, bring back memories.
Oh, all these fucking atheists. They fucking yeah. They're all a bunch of fucking snowflakes. It's like, all right. All right, fam. First of all, I ain't an atheist. Those are fucking fighting words right there. Excuse me. And second of all, fucking Snowflake, have you seen the fucking utter disgusting tripe that is my YouTube channel? Like, so I'm in here mostly to correct the record on you for y'all. So
outstanding. I love it, Will. I'm glad you joined today. Actually, this has been really entertaining. I'm loving it.
I know
think the
you saw
audience
me
is
come
too.
in, and it was like, oh fuck, it's well, I did say that anyone could
I did
join.
say
All right, you
anyone.
got 60 seconds, bitch. And I was like, don't even need it. Let's go. 30 seconds on the clock.
Yeah,
I
you
was
delivered
going-
nicely. You delivered
I was
nicely.
going for the land speed record to get banned from your chat too, and I was the first one out, so I was pretty happy with myself on that fact.
Yeah, no, and by the way, it does take a lot. Like it does take like once I look over and it's basically just nothing but the same type of noise. Like, okay, let's switch it up. Let's time to take a breather. But yeah, no, absolutely. You should be proud of that. That clearly shows you are good at your talent, sir.
I tried to get some of my flying monkeys to come in and ask you like how much you wanted for the couch, because that's like one of my signatures is how much for the couch. Because I used to
didn't think where
do.
that was going. Yeah, I felt like you and Matt, the gay pet pterodactyl, were having a conversation about couches. Like I saw some of that happening.
Yeah, he's one of my flying monkeys too. He's good shit. But like, so the couch thing is because I used to do like, I like to consider myself a professional, right? So I used to do Facebook live raids where people are selling like multi-level marketing shit like Amway, and like they sell oysters, they might have pearls in them.
No.
And I would just, my signature was just like asking how much for the couch, and just spamming like hundreds of people at once, like how much for the couch. But Facebook caught on to my bullshit, and I kind of need it for stuff. So I was like, fuck that. So after the sixth or seventh time I got banned, I stopped that. I still continued going into like Facebook groups and like getting admin status, and then changing the name of the group to like, whoever the admin was likes cock or something. And then like we got this pedophile arrested. Like my internet antics, just there's no limitations. Fucking, I'll never forget Biggie McCheese, the pedophile. Rest in pepperon, that fat fuck. I fucking hated that guy. He made he started a Darth Vader fan, like a Star Wars fan club or some shit like that.
Okay.
And somebody had fucking catfished him, like pretended to be an underage girl, and gave them, like, pretended to be his girlfriend.
Oh,
and then,
no.
And then gave them the ownership of his Facebook group, and just turned it into, Biggie McCheese is a pedophile fan club. And he's like, he was forced to watch us destroy everything we built. And then he went to prison. He's currently serving 7 years for solicitation of a minor.
Wow.
So we just fucking like 4chan levels of disruption. Just fucking, hey,
Clearly.
FBI, check out these chat logs. Yeah.
Clearly.
So I mean, like trolls are good for something. We're not just like purely entertainment value. We go fucking, like all this Facebook shit. Save our children. Fuck you. I've been saving children since before you knew what the internet was. Get the fuck out of here with that gay shit. Save our fucking children. Put another fucking mask on your kid then, why don't you, you fucking ape? Fucking stupid, goofy-looking sanitary napkin on your forehead because you're driving and you don't actually need one. Have you ever seen these fucking degenerate, like, fucking low IQ pond scum assholes that drive around with their fucking masks on their face?
Yeah, walking
Like,
down the
who are-
sidewalk alone, like in the open air, or sitting in the
I know.
park. Sitting in the
wait.
park.
I'm going to the beach. It's fun. John just wandered in. It's Smokey Saint.
Nice.
I remember the first time I had John over. He slept on an air mattress in my living room because I'm a good host, and my brother was living here at the time, and he asked my brother, "Oh, are you converting to Judaism too?" And my brother goes, "No, I'm an atheist, man." And John goes, "Oh, wonderful." And that typically New York accent, like, fuck. Another fucking goy. Oh, man.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful.
Yeah. Anyway, I've derailed this. I apologize.
No,
Fucking,
hey, bro, it's worth it, man. That's part of what the dynamic of my channel is about. We have stuff that happens, right?
On Knox fucking channel, I went on his birthday live stream.
Oh, how was it? I didn't even watch it.
Oh, it was gold. The whole time I was there, I laughed like a motherfucker. But I like being the center of attention, and I was. And I'm getting to that point. Fucking Jim Majors, the horse. He goes, somebody goes, how's it going, man, to him? And he goes, oh, it's going good, except for it's been an hour and a half of the fucking Will Kincaid show. I just have this penchant for hijacking fucking live streams. Like, I don't know what it is.
Well, you know what? It's worth it sometimes, because here's the thing. Like, I probably wouldn't have given you as much time if you didn't keep it so lively and entertaining and funny. So, I mean, it's kind of more of a testament to your ability to, like, kind of bring up the energy and the space and stuff too, man. It's not a bad thing.
Right. Well, it's like fucking, you know, I do these live streams. I have been for a while since I figured out what OBS was, like fucking, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago. Because Google Plus used to be the thing, and I used to have like like 2 fucking computers to make everything work and a second account. And it's like, and then I hit puberty or whatever, and I learned what OBS was. So now I run a mildly decent show with a very shitty internet connection. So, and most of it looks like ass anyway. And it's like, I just had this epiphany one day. It's like, yo, my computer's shit. My internet is shit. But if I can hijack somebody else's live stream, then it can be like my live stream.
Oh, that's true. That's true. And that is kind of what happens.
That's what I did to Brett's show. Really, I mean,
well, I clearly managed, and maybe that's why you shut it down.
Yeah, probably. I mean, like, he used to bitch about it all the time, so it's like whatever.
You taking over the show.
Yeah, I'm Brett Kane now. I even got a voice modulator to get that gruff, like, smoked every cigarette in the fucking world sounding voice. Just never stop. Just fucking, you know, one coffin nail after the other. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's some good stuff, man. No, that's beautiful. But I appreciate it, Will. Actually, it's good entertainment. It's good for the people, and they're loving it, by the way.
We're doing a live stream on Wednesday. I'm trying to get people to come in. If you want to come in Wednesday night, I don't know, probably like 9 or something Eastern.
9 p.m. Eastern?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I could probably swing by. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All right. I mean, you know what the quality of the quality. You know what the quality of the fucking stream is going to be like. So it's not going to be a fucking shock when we're not like debating philosophical like topics or anything.
Yeah, no, I'm not
sitting there just talking about our balls, or that one time John took a shit in the woods and everyone, including the forest ranger, thought it was a fucking bear. You know? Like, that's literally like what we talk about.
Okay.
I mean, I literally made I think it was like a 10-minute video to you about like what exactly it is we do with pictures. So if you have a hard time following along, there's pictures. So
beautiful.
You know.
Beautiful.
Okay, good.
Vindictus is here. Wanted to say hi. Hello, Vindictus. Welcome.
Hello. First off, I just want to say, Will, you're a fucking genius. And your live streams sound like a place that I would fit in perfectly with.
We let everyone in. It's a fucking. You up?
Most of the time when I come to the stream, I distribute nothing going on with the debate or anything. I'm kind of just there.
Right. Well, I mean, if you want to like come in and just like shit post, or we have a segment on the show where you just like troll the shit out of Vaughn. Like Von Helton just come in and be like, ask him about his trailer or whatever. It's a fucking hoot. He allows it too. I said, we'll go for as long as Von's comfortable doing this. And he's like, all right, Maynard. And it's like, okay, here we go. And then John tries to hijack the show sometime. He's like, fucking, let's talk about Judaism because nobody knows what Judaism is apparently. So they always ask him like a million and one of the same fucking questions. Like, John, why don't you believe in Jesus? Jesus is a Jew. And it's like, oh, for fuck's sake, this question for the 100th time. So, and then we got Lo, who's fucking on occasionally. And he's pretty cool. He's like really far left, so it's really fucking funny. People accuse Lo is also trans. I've been accused of being transphobic, and I was like, oh, I know what to do. I'll just hire Lo to fucking co-host the show. Fucking my magic mirror. Fucking bazinga. But yeah, he knows what's up. Everybody knows what's up on the fucking channel. So, but like anybody in here wants to fucking swing on by, go for it.
Sweet.
Just youtube.com/Will Kincaid anyway. You're not going to fucking miss it. I don't think I need to leave like a comment in the chat, do I?
You can if you want. Well, I mean, I can even post it. I think I can.
Yeah, literally don't subscribe unless you want notifications. So like, just hit the fucking, if you're subscribing, you should only do it if you want notifications for the live shows. This is pretty much exclusively what's on there now.
I think I'll enjoy some of your antics, some of your shenanigans.
Yeah, I mean,
hopefully I can contribute to those.
Yeah, you can come in and say whatever you want. Like, the only thing is that, like, I don't care if you say the N-word. I really don't at all. But everything short of the N-word, only because I'd really, like, when we're rolling, I don't want the fucking stream to just disappear into the ether forever. But so far, me and my very fucking Jewish lawyer have handled the YouTube system well enough that the videos at least stay up. So I don't know if I can bullshit my way out of that one. So that's pretty much the only qualifier there, is that you just probably don't say the N-word. But other than that, you can make up a different word for it if you want.
Anyway.
Yeah, I know, but it's like fucking the N-word. What fucking word are we talking about? What word is that? It's like sometimes you need the fucking context, like, to say what it is. I mean, Knox already said the N-word hard R like a couple of times on a video that he did, and then his stream last night he had 2 or 3 people just saying it. So I don't know how his channel's still up, but whatever.
Yeah.
By the way, not an invitation to go flag his channel. Trust me, you want to keep this bullshit going.
Don't do that, guys. Don't flag.
You want to listen, chat. Everyone wants to keep this bullshit between Smokey and not going because it is infinitely entertaining on both sides. I get a real kick out of it.
I know you do. In fact, I've noticed you occasionally popping up in chat. So where's Smokey? Smokey was supposed to be here. I was told Smokey was going to be here. Like I saw it, bro. You're definitely a fan.
I go looking for anybody that's up to no fucking good. I love it. I tried to get Matt Powell in our antics, but he's too pure. The poor fucking ginger. I did say something to that effect in your chat too. I said the reason that fucking Matt Powell is so concerned about where his soul is going is because he's a fucking ginger. I mean, I would be too if my hair was that fucking color. I'd be looking for a Bible right fucking now. You need a 2,000-year-old dead Jew to fucking bail your ass out of that situation. What a fucking mutton head. Him and Brett were fucking butt buddies for the longest time, and it just made me fucking... Just the homoerotic fucking fanfics of that arrangement were priceless.
Yeah, they did have quite a relationship.
Yeah, there's I forget what it is. It's not Spark Notes. It's something else. It's like something Notes. I'll find it. I'll send it to you someplace. But there's like a homoerotic fanfic of Matt Powell and Brett Keane.
Oh,
and like
God, I don't want to see that.
And Matt Powell is top of all things. I was like, oh, come on. Now you're just being silly. Matt Powell is a fucking, if anything, maybe a power bottom.
He's clearly a bottom.
He's clearly a bottom. That's what I said.
Oh, wow.
They wouldn't change it.
He's clearly bastard. You can tell by his
you come over to my... Like, if you guys come over to my channel, like anybody, like we've got a guy who thinks, and I shit you not, this is true. He's 23 years old. He's from the Midwest. I forget where. It's somewhere on there. And he thinks, and I want you to get in real close and listen very carefully to what this man thinks. And I use man very liberally, right? He thinks that there is a global conspiracy that everyone's parents, including his own, feed their families, and get ready for this, roast children for Christmas dinner. And he finds old properties with stains on the floors that vaguely resemble like blood spatter, and he measures them and then adds up the birth dates, and then that's his proof that the roast game, which is what he calls this theory, is a fact. He says if the pound is a pound, if the calorie is a calorie, the math adds up, the roast game is a fact. That's his whole fucking thing. I call him Brian the Furry Cannibal.
Has this guy been smoking?
Right?
He okay, here's another thing that he fucking did. His dad gave him money for a microphone and a laptop. And he put the little thing that said this video contains sponsored content, thinking that his dad buying him a laptop and a microphone was a sponsorship. I mean, it doesn't end. There's just utter fucking madness. It's full of furries and like fucking weirdos. It's like
hey!
It never ends.
Yeah. By the way,
Listen.
Vindictus is a furry. I think. By the way, you should discuss that.
Be careful.
All right. What kind of fucking weeaboo shit are you into?
As long as you don't, like, ask me. I don't even know why I'm getting I started that, actually.
You're outing yourself, dude. I didn't fucking do it. You're like, actually,
yeah, I know.
Fucker, I'm
proud of it, okay?
Okay. Pride goeth before a fall. Never forget Proverbs. So, just going to leave that there. But also, I've infiltrated your fucking community. No, listen, buddy. I created a persona, then realized that is not the word for the thing that I created. So I guess I'm a scaly. Yeah, I did. I went undercover. I was doing heavy detective work to find out about these furry Nazis. So I went in. I created a scaly, I guess. It was literally like the Blue Eyes White Dragon. And people bought it. And I went in, so I know what your community's like. Don't blow smoke up my ass, all right? I know what you fucking people get up to. It's horrible and disgusting.
Yeah,
and keep doing it.
I know that.
Yeah, no, definitely keep doing it though. I mean, except for fucking children. Could you stop fucking children? That would be good. That's the one thing that I have a problem with. When you, yeah, well, I've seen what you've done to the Hilton in fucking Los Angeles, so I'm really just don't even fucking go there.
Well, I live in Texas, so it's kind of hard for me to do that if I'm all the way in Texas where the weather is always on
when
its
I
period.
say you people, no. Okay, let me explain. When I say you people, I mean like, you know how white people in Texas use you people? I mean that, but for furries.
Okay.
Well, at least we're on the same page. So, I mean, listen, if the Christians and the atheists and the Jews are all responsible for their communities, and, if one of them's a pedophile, they're all pedophiles, and guess what, bud? You're a pedophile. So that's the way it is. I don't make the rules. I just watch modern day debate. Yeah, well, I mean, the calories add up.
The calories add up.
You've got to see this
I'll
shit.
Just do
you
what I
have to
normally
see
do
it.
and strive to make people smile.
I don't know if I could handle seeing it. I heard just descriptions of some of the stuff from like Mr. Medicare, like a couple when he was having his kind of conniptions with the furry community. Like I listened to some of that. It was a little bit startling, like truly startling.
Well, I'm friends with a guy named.
In the furry community, you can run into some nightmare fuel, man. Some real nightmare fuel.
Oh yeah.
You
Some
gotta
really
watch
scary
out.
stuff. Yeah.
So Vindictus, do you know who Direwolf is? Probably.
Direwolf. Don't think I know him specifically.
There's just a lot of furry, or like Vosh Lancet, or I'm trying to go through the whole fucking dictionary of these people. Well, it's like, so I'm friends with people who are furries who are big in the community and large on YouTube. Like Direwolf, I think has like 500,000 subs or something, and he's a furry, but he also is in the United States fucking army, and he kills people for a living. So, you know, it hashtag not all or whatever, but a lot of you know, maybe stop peeing in the ball pit. How about that? That's a good start. I mean, I don't want to take your children away from you immediately. You know, you got to keep that pacifier.
I don't have children. I'm actually single. Well, not single.
Well, that's good
I'm
because you're a furry. I wouldn't allow
I'm
it.
not really looking for children.
That's good.
I'm
That's
not
good.
looking to have children anytime soon.
I'm glad. That's not what I meant, but the fact that you thought that is kind of creepy also. So while we're on it, I meant abducting children, not
Oh, okay.
literally
My bad.
conceiving children. I said it like that, like how I meant it, and then you said that, which made it super fucking creepy. So good on you, dude. Fucking GG unlucky.
I'm
Get
so
good.
fucking sorry.
You fucking.
I'm so freaking sorry. I am misleading
He
everyone
admitted
about
it.
myself now.
Call the
Remember,
FBI.
remember, he is the king troll, so he is going
Right.
to find a way to get under your skin one way or another.
Right.
Your
The
Majesty,
fucking-
it is an honor to meet you.
Thank you.
No, he really is the king. No, truly. I don't think no, I'm being serious. If I could find someone that I thought was better than Will, I would tell you. I don't think there probably is anyone, and even by his own admission, I mean, and even by his own stories, I don't think you could quite. I mean, you'd have to go really deep into some 4chan like hidden like secret societies before you'd find someone that would probably compete with Will.
I will fuck with anyone for any reason, and I don't care as long as it's entertaining. I don't really have any other like criterion.
Yep.
Like, does it make me laugh? It's not even if it makes other people laugh. If it makes other people laugh, that's a bonus. If it's funny to me, then that's enough. It's like, you know, people used to like give me a hard time about that. I was like, then what the fuck are you doing with your life that you're not fucking trying to make yourself happy? Like, read a fucking self-help book or something. Jordan Peterson, recommend it. 10 Rules for Life.
There you go.
Where all fine books are sold, except for in Moscow, but we don't talk about Moscow.
Hey, man. Beautiful.
Fucking, what was his? Listen, he was addicted to fucking benzos because his wife got titty cancer, and it made him sad or whatever. So he took some benzos, and then he had like some kind of fucking adverse reaction, like withdrawals, and then he went, "Well, I know, I'll go to Moscow and I'll get treated at the former seat of the fucking Kremlin." Like,
Yeah.
oh, that's a good idea. Good idea, Jordan. Nice going. And then he ended up in a fucking coma for months, and people just acted like that was normal. Okay, whatever.
This is
Capitalist
completely off
bastards.
subject.
You know, Will, if you do want to make yourself laugh, seriously, go watch the debate me and Music Analyst did against Godless Girl and Teach Up. You will laugh.
All right, what fucking dumpster is that in?
Modern day debate. Modern day debate. We had
modern day debacle. Yeah.
To put T-Jump and Godless Girl together on the same team against
Aren't they,
me
like,
and Music
rivals
Analyst.
or something?
They are fierce rivals.
I started my saga, the Godless Girl saga started years ago when I was in a live stream on Google Hangouts and with Brett, and we had this girl in, and she has a mental deficit, and she was broke, and she needed a mattress. She would sleep on the floor. So we were trying to raise money for her, and Godless Girl comes in and starts calling her fucking retarded and dirty and poor, and that was pretty much it for me after that. After that, it was like, I think I'm going to make your life a living fucking nightmare every opportunity I see. I don't, like, if I see something I will fucking, I'll just jump on it and I'll just fucking, like a dog with a bone, I'll just chew that fucking thing down until my gums bleed.
Then you do not want to miss that debate.
Like fucking an atheist rationale. Like, does anybody know who the fuck that is? I mean, some people who are fans of Knocker in here are probably going to get mad at me for this. But if you knew what went on behind the scenes and what atheist rationale and those fucking weirdos tried to do to Knock, which was dirty even by like Smokey standards, no offense. It's like the fact that anyone like Knock has subtly alluded to on his Twitter something that's coming down the pike. And when it drops, I'm going to fucking laugh my ass off because y'all are going to be shitting your fucking britches. It's like, I have beef with atheist rationale, and I was kind of talking about it. Right. And Dragnut Silvas, but that's because he's a fucking clown. And he was telling me not to talk. Don't talk about her when she's not here, Will. I wanted to say, well, the cunt fucking blocked me on everything and talked shit about me on her fucking little podcast. So it's like, I believe fair is fair. So, and it's like, you know.
Not going after Godless? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm talking about somebody else. It's a separate fucking person. Oh, okay. I want Knock to go after Godless. Like, actually. I think that would be funny. Because other than blatant hypocrisy, the other thing that really tickles my taint is when atheists cannibalize each other. So I think that would be really funny if we could get that going.
I was not aware that anyone was going, or any atheists were going in at Knock, or Knock was going in at any atheists. I was not aware of any. In fact, I thought as of recently he had made like quite really good terms with just about everyone. In fact, I was almost looking for an atheist that thought they were having an issue with him.
Yeah, so you're not going to... Okay, so here's the thing. You're not going to find any atheist anywhere that hasn't already blocked you to talk to. Because that's how triggered some of the people that really don't like Knock are. Like, you think that Christians don't like Knock? There's a segment of the atheist population on this website that hates him because he's moved to this position where he refuses to overly censor and sanitize the language on his channel and in his comment section. And they want him to be, you know, the czar of fucking linguistics. So those fucking people are awful. And there's a good population of the pagan community that fucking hates him.
Really?
I had no idea about that.
I didn't either.
I did not know that.
Yeah, you want to? This is what I was saying. That's why I wanted you to come on my fucking thing, because I got inside baseball and I like to stir the pot. So,
well, yeah. Well, apparently we should have more chats about that then, Will, because apparently I've been missing the mark on some of it.
And then Knock rolled up on Nephilim. Knock rolled up on Nephilim Free the other day. Like he was this new guy who just got a YouTube account. I was like, Neff has been rolling here for fucking since Jesus was a fucking Boy Scout. I said, what are you talking about? That man is older than white dog shit.
Before. But that's good.
He just listen, where I live, everyone fucking talks like that. So this is not new. Just fucking come upstate New York. This is MAGA country. This is just how we talk, like fucking drunk cowboys. So I forget what the fuck I was getting at. I'm pretty good at keeping track of this shit too.
About Knock and Nephilim and how he was going in on Nephilim.
Oh yeah, so like I told Neff, I said don't bother with Nephilim Free because he is a fucking moron. Like, I know that he's part of your camp, and I can appreciate that. But yes. Nephilim Free is not somebody you want to fraternize with if you are engaged in serious intellectual discussion about anything.
I love Neff. I think he's.
I know you do. I know you do. But also, no. Just fucking.
But also, no.
Just.
Well, what's your okay? Well, tell me your issue with them. What do you like?
Just long-standing history.
Wait, say again.
A long-standing history of him and me and Brett and all these other fucking people in the same damn room.
There's lots of blood there. Okay, all right.
Likes to prattle on. I mean, he's nowhere near Darth Dawkins levels of fucking like rope gang, but like he gets me pretty close. He's somewhere He's like almost Mr. Batman levels of, hey, maybe I should go get a new pack of razor blades.
Oh, crap in a basket. The debate's canceled.
Oh, it's fucking, what's canceled?
Well, we were worried that Erica, because she's kind of had a lot of life happening.
Oh, I heard. Yeah, you said that.
She was the only one that could mod, so it sounds like that fell through. Okay, so it's going to be Saturday then. So it's going to be this coming Saturday. Okay.
Saturday, yeah.
All right.
Very good. Lord's
Well,
Day.
now I'm just doing a fun stream then. So yeah, I mean, so this is
just
cool.
for fun.
Yeah, we're just hanging out then. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, I was doing this primarily to get an idea of how negation of P kind of argues in the perspective. Because, like, here's the thing. I was
Poorly.
told, like, Converse contender. He said, "Smokey, be aware of negation of P. He runs with that crowd with like Red's Rhetoric and Steve McRae, and he was part of that whole group over there of the, you know, the show with the non sequitur show and all that stuff." I said, "Oh, okay. Well, I used to watch Steve McRae and the non sequitur show all the time, and really enjoyed their debates and conversations and all that." And had commented as such. So I was kind of expecting a little bit of maybe this guy's going to have a real sophisticated approach, you know, or a little bit higher level than a typical, you know, Cartesian loop, you know, type of perspective of the God claim. But that seems to be exactly what we've seen so far. So I'm not really actually even seeing anything new here. I'm a little.
This is the thing that kills me about the debate community. All right, there's nothing new under the sun, especially for someone like me who has been. Oh, it's Wiley. I know, fucking yeah. Hello, yeah. Wiley's one of my flying monkeys. I love him so much. I want to kiss him on his fucking stupid head. Anyway, so when it comes to debate, people like to each camp likes to accuse the other camp of scripting, when literally most debates are just regurgitation of information. And somebody said it in here earlier. You know what a debate really should be? Just making the other person afraid to go outside. Just embarrassing somebody so senselessly that they can't be seen in public anymore because they look like a fucking idiot.
That sounds brutal. So I like it.
But because back in my day, fucking 10 years ago, when you used to watch debates in like the plaza in New York City, Intelligence Squared, where Hitchens would go up against some fucking Catholic Yahoo or something, there would be a before and after point scoring system where there's tangible like numbers of who won. But now it's just like fucking epic rap battles of history. Who won? Who's next? And it's like, no, that's fucking stupid. That's a waste of my time.
Right.
So that's why I gave that shit up.
Right.
And that when you said I couldn't debate my way out of a wet paper bag, I was like, I'm not dusting my. Yeah, you did. It's on my fucking thing. Anyway,
I remember. Okay.
I was thinking I am not dusting my fucking gloves off for some dumb shit. Like if you want me and you to side up on a debate together against two other yahoos who take it completely seriously for no reason,
right?
That is well worth my fucking time.
All right, I'll keep that in mind.
But I used to talk like these assholes, and it almost makes me want to fucking throw up. Like I've been a Christian. I fucking biblical hermeneutics for 3 years. I was a secret Catholic and a secret Baptist simultaneously because my mother's side were staunch Baptists and my father's side were crazy Catholics. So I was baptized not once but twice, and confirmed fucking twice, and double duty on Sunday school, and then Saturday mass, and then twice on Sunday. So the churches were across the street from each other, and I'd have to leave out the back of one and go to the other.
Right.
So I used to argue like a fucking Christian too, and then I became an atheist. I used to argue like an atheist. I used to roll with like big atheist of the day, and now it's like I just like the old man in the fucking castle on the hill looking down at the townsfolk. I like shake my head. I'm like, this is it's more of the same. Nobody ever learns, like a Holocaust survivor. Like, oh shit, here we go again.
Well, but you have been enjoying some of the recent drama that's been emerging from people like me and Maddox coming onto the stream. I mean,
I like the drama.
Well, yeah,
I love it.
Of course you do. But I mean, there's also
considering considering I check in on some drama, I like it too because it's entertaining when certain people, a certain YouTuber who's disliked and has had a journalist after him. Yeah, his antics get pretty hilarious.
Like, what else is this fucking website for? I mean, literally, we haven't advanced the narrative on whether we haven't advanced the narrative on whether God exists or not, or what morality is. Nobody, the Overton window hasn't actually shifted. It's still the same as it was years ago.
Yeah.
So nothing of value has been accomplished.
Truthfully, Will. I mean, truth be told, it's always been the exact same. And in fact, any new information or new argumentation that comes up, there's just new refutation. So what it is that the dynamic never changes, and it never will always be an argument on both sides. But certainly, I think the arguments have progressed. I mean, at least in a sense that there are a few new arguments. I mean, there's new things, but there's also new refutations, in my opinion, which has changed it.
I haven't really heard anything new. I'm forced to listen to this stuff because I live with a guy who's like big in religion.
Right.
So I hear it and I'm just like, yeah, I think I'd rather eat my own shit. Thanks a lot. I'm gonna leave. But TJ Kirk, the amazing atheist, came out the other day. I think it was last night in a live stream or something, and basically said what I'd been thinking for a very long time, that atheism is kind of just a grift on the internet. It was a thing that people did because it was edgy, and we were Bush era coming in to YouTube, 2006 and 2007. So it was like, oh, I'm a fucking atheist, or like I'm an Anton LaVey Satanist, ooh, spooky dookie, and it was a whole thing. And then it was like, I'm an anti-SGW, I fucking feminist. What are those? Women aren't even video games. So, and then now it's the political grift. It's how much money can we make getting people pissed off about our fake politics. So it's nothing new. It's the same grift as when it was religion and when it was the SJWs. And women folk come over the mountain with a torch and pitchfork. Gonna take my video games and my comic books.
That's what Solomon said. There's nothing new under the sun, right?
Right. So
I get it.
That's how I feel, generally speaking. I think people mischaracterize how I feel about it. Like, you're not an honest interlocutor. And it's like, well, those are some fancy words there, but that don't mean shit, because I've been pretty straightforward about my opinion on this forever. And Wiley and this one guy will tell you the same thing, because I say it probably every week.
Yeah, I believe it. Well, they apparently are your fans as well. How you doing, Tog?
I'm doing good.
Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping in.
No problems. Busy or lazy afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty dull and boring. Nothing exciting going on here.
My channel always has something happening.
I know. And it's
weird too.
I actually fell asleep listening in, and then I woke up and Will was still talking. I was like, God dang! Like shit, he never shuts up. He just keeps going. He's like an Energizer bunny.
He is.
I think he even said
did kind of hijack the stream, but I didn't mind because it was really entertaining and funny. So and that's kind of my shtick anyway. Let's see what happens during all of our streams.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Like there's a lot of those like Christians, and even just not even Christians, atheist channels and stuff, like they will get super butthurt if you take them off of their topic or off of their plan for the day. They will just have some meltdown about it. And I'm like, dude, that's the whole point of the stream, man, is see what happens. That's where the
Brett was the worst with that. That's why Brett fucking cried about it. That, and if nobody shows up in 15 minutes, I'm shutting the stream down. I'm quitting YouTube forever.
Right.
Like, fucking grow up.
I remember he used to be like, okay, if no one sends me a message that they're actually showing up to the stream this week, then I'm not doing it. Like,
yeah.
Just host your freaking stream. What the hell is wrong with you? Like, we'll show up as we show up. What is your issue?
Well,
I want people there now.
Everyone's got to confirm like it's an appointment that we're going to show up to do the stream with. Like, it's like,
know,
well,
right?
That's the thing that's funny about him is he wants everyone else to carry his thing, but like, don't fucking know. Then he gets mad at me when I'm doing too good. When I'm on a roll and people aren't paying attention to Brett. People aren't paying attention to me. I get lonely. I want to kill myself.
I don't mind it, man.
And a couple of my buddies are walking up.
You want to come on my channel and be entertainment for a bit while I take a break, man? I'm all for it.
Right. Well, yeah. See, I don't. Whatever. I got nothing else to do.
Why do you think I let the atheist trash clowns in here every once in a while? It's hilarious, and they don't even realize how funny they are. Of course, man.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Is we need to make YouTube goofy again.
I think I might be able to get behind that, actually.
Do you remember?
Dude, I
like,
do
people...
feel like we have started to take it way too seriously. Like you would not believe the comments and stuff that I got from people about the debate I had with Godless Girl. Shame on you, Smokey.
Just a quick side note, but I think Vindictus or whatever the hell his name is doing a drug deal or something. Can we mute him? I can't fucking hear you.
They left with just.
Yeah, that's definitely a drug deal.
People in his house.
Vindictus, are you fucking holding? Hit me up, homie.
Yeah. No, but like,
I want that cock rack.
Excuse me. I had so many hate messages. Like,
right.
Smokey, how dare you? How dare you, enjoy that debate? How dare you laugh at Godless Girl? How dare you all this stuff? And like, guys, do you not even understand what this debate even was, other than an opportunity to have just one awesome, entertaining dumpster fire among you guys? Show up to these debates all the time with the same arguments, the same stuff being pitched around, the same demeanor, the same.
That debate wasn't long enough.
Right. And I finally bring something completely radically different than probably anything you've seen on that channel in years. And all you want to do is whine about it. Are you kidding me?
I have a separate email for people to send me death threats, and they are some of the most entertaining things I've ever heard. I've got a phone number lined up. I took a page out of Brett's book. I got a phone number just for death threats. Go ahead and send them there.
Right.
The kinkmedia@gmail.com. KINC. Send your death threats. They're always funny. You're gonna come to my house and rape my wife? Yeah, all right. Well, at least she's getting some kind of action.
God will.
What am I supposed to why the fuck do I care? You're like, you say all this hateful shit.
This is why, and by the way, this is now the revealed side component of what makes Will such an effective troll is he's got like man of steel skin. Like we talk about having thick skin, and there's literally nothing that can bother Will. He's basically Superman for insults. Like this is why he's so good at it, because he can take whatever he can dish out. So I think this is part of what makes him so good at it.
Well, the thing is that I actually used to do stand-up before all this COVID shit came along and ruined that for me.
I believe it.
So now it's like I gotta entertain myself somehow.
I got a jet. My people are here and stuff.
All right. Tell your dealer I said hi.
All right.
All right. All right.
Oh man, I shouldn't say that too loud. I live in White Harlem out here, so it's like fucking. Somebody say they won't crack.
He didn't even try to defend it. He's like, okay. By the way, do you think he actually did? Do you think he went to the dealer like, hey, Will Kincaid says hi?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Oh man. Oh fuck.
Oh god. Oh, it's so funny.
We're gonna do like a regular stream on we tried it the other day. Me and John are gonna try a regular thing where we just smoke stogies out on the front porch and just talk shit.
Oh,
that was fun, actually.
Yeah, that is like the tone I want for my stuff. Like, just like.
Well, yeah, me and Quentin, Quentin Phillips, we do like the morning show in the mornings, and that's kind of supposed to be a laid-back, chill thing.
I mean, he's on your show and you don't know his name. It's Fibs.
I call him Fibs because he's always telling lies.
No,
that's a joke.
Well, you said Phillips, so.
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I said. I call him fucking the ginger.
Yeah.
He's the fucking ginger. He's my friend, though.
I think he came out on my show.
I don't understand the ginger jokes, but they're all hilarious. What is that about?
It's just for him. He's big on the ginger, so he's prideful about being a ginger, so he just likes the ginger jokes, I guess.
Quentin did point out that ginger's an anagram for something. Go ahead and start typing that up in the comments. That'll get you fucking flagged.
N-I-G. Oh, wait. And Bingo was his name, oh?
Yeah. I think that's it. I think that's really what it is. It's ginger's an anagram for something else. I see y'all sitting there with a piece of paper trying to figure it out. fucking smooth brains over here.
I just don't know what it means.
I know. It's perplexing to everyone. So have we given up on the G-Man whatever?
Well, I mean, I was just gonna let this run for a little bit. I could always pick it up again, but I also was gonna go and get some lunch in a little bit too. So I'm balancing few things. I have executive decisions to make.
Fair and balanced, like CNN, yeah, because all things should be. Fuck.
Love it. Okay,
that was funny too. It's like when Godless came into Brett's room and started effing and jeffing at me. She's like, basically saying Thanos did nothing wrong. Like, she was like, Brett set up this.
No, to her, Thanos didn't do enough.
This convoluted. You can save this adult human being, or you can save a pregnant woman, or something like that. And she was like, yeah, kill the babies. Yeah, kill the babies. Fucking do it. Kill them all. And I'm just like, whoa, relax. And she starts shrieking at Quentin, which was the funniest thing ever.
Oh my god, that was so funny, dude. I love that episode.
Funny to watch.
At Quentin? She went off.
You can't find it
now.
It's
like, can you chill out?
She kept talking to Will about, so now you're gonna have your buddies back up, yup. I'm like, dude, we're just trying to make a point. That's it, because it's an open conversation. We're not trying to back him up at all. God, she was just on everyone's ass, but it was wonderful.
Wow.
I was willing to.
I love the type of crazy she fucking brings to the thing. It's my favorite. There's so much dysfunction there.
It's like you can't I've even proposed like a YouTube rehab for these lol cows, but nobody will take me up on my offer so far.
YouTube.
Like I'll be like your PR manager. Like, all right, listen, Vaughn, all this shit you've been saying about fucking flat Earth and aliens and shit. You tell everyone that I told you to say that shit, and we'll sharpen up your image on YouTube, and you'll never have a single death threat again. Your kids will be back in no time. But nobody will take me up on that offer. And it's like, well, the gods told me, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, never mind. Do whatever you want.
Oh yeah, did someone call CPS on Vaughn or something? I heard a story about that.
Like 10 years ago.
Oh, was that long ago? Okay, all right.
It's an ongoing thing. And you know what's funny is that I talked to Vaughn in private, and Vaughn hasn't caught on to who it is who's fucking with him. But now that he's told me all the intimate details of the situation, I know exactly what's going on, but I don't think that if I told him to his face, he would believe me who it is who's screwing with him.
Right.
These trolls are like just surface level stuff. It's
pretty much.
There's like money involved. There's property involved. I know exactly who's fucking with him, but it's like, is it even worth mentioning at this point? I don't know. But the other thing is this Dragnut shit. Apparently, Drag's been talking shit about me because I have Von Helton on my stream, and he is absolutely convinced that Von Helton is a pedophile. And here's the thing. Vaughn has a certain taste in women. He likes Asian women, but of consenting age. They just happen to look younger.
Right.
So people have then extrapolated that to Von Helton's a pedophile. That is not the same thing.
I could go really fucked up. Like, he's just trying to find that one chalking tree again.
He is. Von Helton is like a tree wizard. He's like an old hermit. It's fucking great. He's only like 56, but he looks like forever old.
He does. He does look ancient, like almost like Gandalf or something. Like he has
He
that.
looks like if Adam was still kicking around after the garden.
I had him on Veckel's channel and a bunch of the other Christians on a roll.
I know.
A couple of nights ago. Did you see that?
No, I haven't. Listen,
it's good.
buddy. I work 60 hours a week for the Department of Health in New York State. All right, I work overnight.
You're fucked.
Yeah, I don't stop. I'm lucky I got this vacation. I had to lie about where I was going just to go on vacation because the governor is a fucking piece of garbage.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't fuck if I didn't see it, it's not because I don't like you or because it's not entertaining. It's because I don't have fucking time, bud. I'm lucky I had time to drop into this because Knock was like, he's going to be over here on this other channel. So I went over there and nothing was going on. I go, where is Smokey? We want Smokey. And then somebody was like, he's doing a live stream on his channel. I was like, all right, fucking
Yeah,
leader.
I saw the modern day debate thing. I didn't know it was you, Smokey. I thought it was some modern day debate, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah. And then I clicked on him, like, whoa, this is Smokey's channel. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I pieced it over there, and I was like, all right.
Well, yeah, I did a couple live streams this morning too, so I know the feeling.
Yeah, well, this was going to be a little bit of just me getting familiar with negation of P and how he argues, because I was, everyone told me to be worried, but I didn't.
Hey, spoiler alert, poorly.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, I'm so glad I don't get in debating.
Well, that's what they like to do is that people who debate, it's not a atheist thing or a Christian thing. It's that people like to bog you down in complicated language, hoping that you don't know what you're talking about, right?
I hate that shit, yeah.
If they just simplified it in plain English, you might go, oh, that's stupid because here's fucking why.
Exactly.
So what they like to do is they like to get you caught up in what-isms, what-about-isms. They like to get you caught up in semantics. They like to go into, like G-Man does, get into the definition of what the word is like fucking Bill Clinton. Like this is some sort of fucking interrogation. Somebody's hitting the fucking past that shit.
Sorry.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, I heard it. He's coming back off. Breathe, motherfucker. Breathe.
Nope.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's not like it's a Christian channel or anything, right?
Yeah. Christian, yeah, whatever.
Oh, I'm sorry. The smoke in the background threw me off. I thought this was a safe weed zone. My bad.
No, we definitely let that ship sail, I think, a couple months ago.
Who let fucking Knock in here?
Yeah, right?
That
really sound like...
I gotta go to the weed store. Go pick me up some more weed for my glaucoma. The baldy-headed, goofy-looking fuck. I love that mutton head.
I loved, by the way, I might have to do a review of it. I'm gonna flip a coin, and I think I might have to do a review. Knock. You know how Knock looks, right? I mean, let's be real here. Knock doesn't.
Are you gonna bring up the Carl Pilkington thing?
No, not that one. No, but that's a good one. That is a good one. He does look just like him. No,
he does. Like a fucking orange, yeah.
Knock did a video.
I can't find Jesus.
Sorry. He did some sort of video criticizing this like young, buff, like super attractive, like chiseled of the gods Christian. Talking about how, like, well, I don't think alcohol is a good lifestyle choice for the sake of keeping yourself pure and stuff. And so here's this guy talking about a positive lifestyle, and he looks like he's basically been chiseled out of marble. And here's Knock. Here's Knock talking about, well, what this guy is promoting is just stupid anyway. Like, it's just the dichotomy is just so beautiful. I almost feel like I have to make fun of it.
Here's a good shit post. Go ahead and get clips of him getting off his ass drunk for the charity live stream, the drinking contest. Have you seen this?
No.
It's worth it to watch me vomit on a live stream at the end. It's
oh my goodness, yeah, dude, that was insane.
Wait, wait, this is a thing? Why have I not seen this?
So
yeah, man, it was crazy.
An Australian military vet called Lieutenant Knives, who's a buddy of mine, still friends. We don't talk quite as much as we used to because he's only gotten worse since. But he got his fucking eye blown out, his leg blown up, and then he got ass cancer. I shit you not. So we're gonna have a drinking contest to raise money for his ass cancer. So we had this drinking contest, and we went 33 shots of Bacardi Gold Label, I think, if I remember correctly, in 3 hours. And I got blood alcohol poisoning and almost died. And Knox like, I'm the winner. And I want to be like, you're fucking overweight, you fat fuck. Of course you won. I'm over here eating fucking salads and shit. You're over there with fucking McDonald's in one hand and a fucking pint in the other. And you're like, it's pretty obvious what was good. But he's like, no, you don't understand. See, my BMI might be bigger than yours. But I'm a Native American. We can't handle alcohol. I'm a red man. So that counteracts the blood alcohol poisoning. So I still won. So it's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, that was good.
Go watch him get off his ass fucking drunk, and then watch me vomit live stream on that. That's worth it.
I gotta find it.
Then you never came back.
Do you
and I
remember
called you.
Yeah,
do you remember the
that's
name
because
of the video, or like how long ago it was?
Back in October.
Over a year ago.
Yeah.
Nah, it couldn't have been October. It was closer to Easter. Oh, because this is great. Yeah, this is great dirt. So he got in trouble with his baby mama over that too, because he got drunk and then woke up late to bring his kid to fucking Easter or something like that. He even said that on a live stream when I tried to recall the event. My wife's coming down the stairs. How drunk was I when I did that fucking live stream in your dad's basement?
What is this?
What is the? Yeah, but your dad did.
Wait, what is this? What is the drunken G-man encounter? What is this?
I don't recall.
What is?
Anyway, I was at my wife's father's house at the time doing this drinking contest, and I got blackout drunk. I threw up all over the basement floor. I crawled upstairs, got naked, got in the shower, and was trying to sober up with a cold shower. Fell asleep in the shower. Her dad goes in to take a piss and walks in on me butt ass naked in the fucking bottom of the shower, and he just like says something to the effect of "okay," and he just fucking walks out. So, on top of the things that are on camera, the things that happen off camera, the stories are fucking priceless.
I'll
never forget that. And I was fucking really hammered that day. So I mean, like, there's little gems all over the place. You just got to know where to look for them.
I usually try to keep everything in like my Soldier and Adventure, so this way I can keep track of it all. All in one playlist everywhere I go.
Second appearance on the channel. Streams. He's more than welcome to come, and I would love to do an Earl and Earl show.
So he's reviewing himself.
We'll cover that part.
Yeah, there was a point on Knox's channel where he was reviewing himself, reviewing somebody else. So there were like 3 or 4 Knox on the screen at the same time. That's when I was working in the factory and I was smoking a lot at the time. And I had to shut it off. I physically could not understand what was going on. So
he doesn't seem to understand that. That's funny.
I really didn't.
Fucking Knoxception.
So
we're
having a pretty good conversation.
He would do a video to somebody.
Oh, I remember this one.
Then he would do a response, and then
I know
he would
this
do a
one,
response to theirs.
This one's what we're looking at now. This is when he was right when he couldn't do his hangout rooms like he used to because he had the fascist statement of Nakasuchi. So it was not under his control, and so he was reviewing his old hangouts. And then going back over his points to show how far he's come along within opening up Hangouts and all that. I believe this is what the context of these videos are. Because I remember this because I was in this one. I'm like, haha, I was in that one. Because I realized Guzman in the video.
Like, is he not even?
Okay. So what you need to understand is, number one, an indentured servant is somebody who willfully becomes someone else's slave or servant.
Oh, he switched it.
For X amount of years.
Okay. But the Bible speaks specifically.
Hold on a minute. I'm not done yet. But I'm not done yet because I don't want no confusion on this. Okay?
I'm sorry. I'm interrupting. Go ahead.
That person will willfully become someone else. You cannot call that immoral, especially if somebody is willfully doing it. Number two.
No, I will not call that.
If you owe somebody a certain amount of money or you committed a crime or whatever,
Oh my God, Brett is in this one.
For 6 years.
Oh, he
and
is.
in the 7th year, they would be let go. There are certain things that you cannot do to your slave.
That's correct.
Currently believes that.
All right, so notice that, like, G-Man is saying slave now. He's not saying indentured servitude. You know, that's their apologetic. And my stance is slavery is wrong no matter what, no matter even if the guy volunteered for it. That's my stance still today.
Even though he
sober
didn't
now,
say
and I
that
still
there,
have that
that's
fucking
funny.
stance. I think it's why we don't.
He took the other part in the video.
Bible, please come have that conversation with me. If you want to have a dumpster fire about slavery in the Bible, please come have that dumpster fire with me. But it's not. They won't be on the channel anymore. So I don't even know what I'm showing.
Okay, so when he says drunken encounter, he means he was fucking drunk because he's got a Jack and Coke in one hand and a fucking cigarette in the other.
Right.
He like that.
He's reviewing himself. See, this is so bizarre to me. He's literally reviewing himself in a hangout with a bunch of other people.
Yeah.
How does this make sense as like content?
I don't know. I've never like the review community. It's what's the React community. That's what the fuck they call themselves. It never really made sense. And then when people started reacting to themselves, reacting to other things, that's when I was like, I'm a head out. I can't fucking deal with this.
Yeah, this is like kind of just cringy in its format. Okay, you know what? Enough of this.
Just type in Raging Atheist Drinking Contest. That's what it is.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
The only thing I like to do is like critiques of people and maybe of myself sometimes, but I won't go as far as to like review. But I will critique myself when I say stupid stuff.
Yeah.
I'm totally gonna have to change this thumbnail.
I remember fucking trolling Knock there before we fucking buried the tomahawk. Fucking, I would take titles of his fucking like ongoing series and I'd put it in mine, and then like his Seeing Red because it's like a thing about Native Americans or something. I don't even fucking know. He called it Seeing Red, and it was like that seemed kind of racist to me, but whatever. And then yeah, that's it.
Spots in the live chat. There's a link to go to the GoFundMe of Jimmy Hats.
There I am.
If
Jimmy Hats, that's what he is on YouTube.
Please go to that GoFundMe and help him out. He's got some real.
Okay, back up a little bit here. Hold on.
I want to hear that.
Messenger is
I was in there. Wow.
Opinion. I just want to point out.
Oh, he's giving blood alcohol content. Go ahead, Messenger.
Okay, Will Kincaid is at 0.31.
Yeah, they kept track.
Fucked. Nakasuchi. Nakasuchi is at 0.28, and I'm at 0.27. And I'm at 0.27.
Fuck.
And what was the other thing you said about?
See, I had the higher fucking blood alcohol content, shot for shot.
0.35. He's in true comatose alcohol stuff, so he needs to stop.
Will needs to just give it up.
No. Listen,
hold
I don't fucking give up. Homie, don't play that shit.
We need some bumps, Will.
I'll die for the fucking meme. I don't care.
The thing real quick.
This
the rumors,
is pure, beautiful cancer.
The rumors are you have herpes. What's the update?
Oh shit!
I'm in spinning mode right now.
Yeah, dude. Not afraid of that. Here comes the toilet.
See, stop it quick for a second. The moderator is actively telling Knock to stop because he knows that I will just keep drinking. And Knock is egging me on.
I'm starting to get Will.
Yeah, I'm a little bit.
We
should probably end the drinking games for at least till like 1 o'clock or some crap like that. At least. We need to sober up just a little bit. Just continue drinking.
And you need to go to the hospital. Go to the hospital, bitch.
If you're a cunt, need to go to the hospital. I love that one. If you're a cunt, need to go to the hospital.
Go to the hospital, bitch.
Oh, fuck.
If you're dying of alcohol poisoning, go to the hospital, bitch.
Well, this was an odd turn of events down memory lane.
I haven't seen this since it happened because I was like so fucked up.
Oh God.
I can't.
All right. That have been
The room
nothing
is
to do with this.
spinning very much right now.
Here it comes.
Trying to stay with you.
Will, you are done. Admit defeat at
Donate to Jim Anderson for me. Okay.
Okay.
I'm fucking
I
up.
quit first.
I am about to throw up. Hold on. Hold
Coming
on.
up.
It's coming.
It's coming up.
Y'all quit?
I quit before
No,
Will.
I don't fucking quit. I'm gonna keep it.
No.
Well, you're obviously done.
Well, hey, check it out. Nakasuchi, give me 1 second. Will, I'm the moderator.
I just packed a
Nakasuchi, let me finish my sentence. Will, I'm the moderator. You're done, man.
Are you sure?
You're done.
You're done.
Well,
You're done.
I
You're
love
done.
you, dog, but yeah,
We don't want you to hurt yourself, dude.
Will,
And-
go and like puke and drink.
You don't want to get permanent liver
water,
damage.
drink lots of water and drink and swallow some aspirin.
We had some fun.
I told you
it was a good time.
Aspen and alcohol. It's fine.
There it goes.
So Will, you won then, right? Like, cause like, what was it, 0.31 or something?
Yeah, I was high. My blood alcohol content was much higher. And then he goes on to take one more fucking drink and then laugh at me for fucking getting blood alcohol poisoning. And it's coming up here soon. I fucking blow chunks live on stream.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Hey, Will.
Yeah.
Here it comes.
It's coming. I keep holding.
Trigger warning.
Okay, Will,
Trigger
check
warning.
it out. Look at the way you feel right now. You say you're spinning and everything, and then look over there at the raging atheist.
Will's done.
He's going to. He's gonna
Yeah,
go
because he's not as drunk as I am. You fucking.
He's a
nincompoop.
Hold on, Knock. He's a fucking Irish Indian, dude. You're not gonna beat an Irish and an Indian. No way.
Beat me.
So before you seriously
no
damage yourself, I'm calling it right here.
Yeah.
Messenger already conceded, and
Yeah.
I'm calling you a standing knockout. Okay,
Right now, I'm gonna call both.
I
of you.
feel like I almost feel like the contest should have been judged on whoever could have gotten the highest alcohol content without killing themselves. I feel like that almost should have been like because if that was the case,
probably
then
would have been better.
Yep.
like if it was whoever could get themselves closest to actual like alcohol comatose death, like that's the winner. Like the fact that Knock like is just I don't know. I'm probably about 100 pounds on you of extra white blubber. Probably really kind of ruined your odds of being able to put away the volume that he could.
Right. Well, I thought. Listen, I thought I was going to get him because he had something he had to do with his daughter the next day. So I thought he's the dad. He'll put his kids first. Well, guess what? I was fucking wrong. I put all my chips on fucking black, and it came up red. Just so happened.
Apparently.
Y'all, some fucking champs. Y'all lasted with the heathen of heathens. Y'all lasted with the raging atheist. But guess what? Raging atheist.
Oh,
I'm
wait a
gonna
minute.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Knock.
Over yet.
Hey, Knock. Hold on a second. I want to tell you something. No, don't get too big ahead because Messenger quit of his own free will. He could have hung with you a lot longer. I'm telling you right now, motherfucker.
Yeah, because Messenger reveals he's a fat prick.
I'm gonna say right now that the Messenger revealed went through a very hard night.
2 live streams before this.
Yes. Yes. So, and Will, sayonara, dog. I look
I'm
forward.
gonna throw up.
I know.
Hey,
Hear yourself, dude.
Hey, Will, do me a favor though. Don't leave the stream. Go throw up and then come back and talk to us when you
Go
feel.
throw up. Go throw up. Go feel better.
Go throw up and come back and talk to us.
better.
After you
Go
clean
feel
up.
I
better.
did not come back.
I just want the stream to know.
Oh shit, he's puking right there.
Yep, there it is.
Oh my
He
god.
did it. He puked. Damn. Get a puke bucket. I said it.
I'm continuing. I'm
continuing.
The victory lap.
I'm Irish.
You're the whitest Cherokee in the goddamn world.
It's the Irish. It's the Irish.
Yeah, dude, I'm Irish and I don't have red hair. What the fuck? How does that?
But on a serious note, though, I want Will to come back after a few. I want to know.
Okay, might I add at this particular moment, you may possibly be comatose dead on the floor right now as they are all talking.
If I hadn't blacked out sideways, I would be.
Like you literally could be in the process of actually physically dying at this moment. But Ron is continuing.
Yes, and hopefully Will is okay.
I told you you'd be fucked up before us.
Yeah, just hopefully.
My daughters are Indian too. We're
You know what,
Irish.
Messenger, I appreciate you bowing out before you got to this morning.
Because I'm worried about him, because he's gonna keep going.
You know what? Stop it right here for just a second.
And I
Yeah,
don't
Will, if you
fucking
weren't here talking to me, I'd feel like you might be dead.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so Jim points out that I'm fucking like I can't fucking stand this. This is so funny. Like I'm literally like one bad fucking vomiting session away from dying, and that's like, Will, you a bitch. And it's like Jim even points out, you know, that knock is still coherent, and that's because at this point in time he was just drunk all the time. There's no difference between fucking sober knock and what is sober.
What is sober?
I mean, he's off the sauce now, but I mean, back then he was drinking daily, nightly, and ever so rightly.
Right.
There was no distinction. What do you mean he's sober now? What does that mean? Jesus.
The fact that basically you may have just literally died, and he holds up the bottle like, I'm continuing.
Oh man.
How many times did I call you that night? Do you remember?
You what?
Well, how many times did I call you?
I don't know. My
Fuck, man,
phone.
that
I
was
woke up the
fucking
next
scary as
morning.
shit.
I woke up the next morning naked in the bathtub at my wife's father's house. And my I fucking
died or
go.
something. I
I
remember
clean up
that.
the vomit. I check my phone, and everybody and their greasy-headed grandma called me because they thought I was dead. They thought I fucking died, and this fuck.
Had I like just found this video at random a while ago, I'd be like, oh crap, is Will dead? Like seriously, I might have thought that. Like I would have had to go looking for obituaries.
Yeah. Will Kincaid.
It's like short little coked out Jew in New York. Well, you know what? Then I need to narrow that down a little more.
Died like he lived.
Died like he lived. Outstanding. The fact you're puking too, like everyone's like, okay, go puke, and then you just start puking.
I wasn't gonna stop. I was just gonna keep going. And I had one more shot. I would have been too tired to actually even roll over.
Had you not puked, you might have actually killed yourself. I think that's a possibility.
That's well, the calories add up. So
By the way, so did you pass out and wake up, or did someone have to find you?
I passed out and woke up, and I knew I was in trouble because everything was so fucking blurry. There was vomit everywhere around me. I couldn't see it, but I could smell it, you know?
Oh, God.
Oh, God, I hate that.
Because the Bacardi vomit has this pungent, sickly, sweet aroma when it comes up, right?
Yeah.
So I'm in this pile of fucking pusillanimous fucking shit, and I'm crawling to the basement door. I cannot stand. I had to use all of my upper body strength, of which I have very little, to be honest with you. And I had to drag myself up a flight of stairs out of the basement, like walk into the fucking shower, try to remember how showers work, fucking get the water right, and then I fucking laid down. I was like, I'm okay. I'm going to be okay. And then it went from I'm not okay to I'm going to die. This is how I die. I'm going to die now. And then everything went black again.
This is how I die.
And then her father found me butt-ass naked, curled up in the fetal position in the shower.
Was the shower still on?
I don't recall that much. I figure if it got cold enough, it probably would have woke me up, or my body temperature probably would have dropped so much that I would have been dead. So I imagine it was probably off. So at some point, somebody or I turned off the fucking shower.
Do you actually remember, like, how much of this do you really even remember, or are you just kind of like piecing this together, like from occurrences?
No, okay, so I don't remember much of this stream, to be honest with you. I remember we did some tongue twisters about Brett's titties or something. That's a classic, always a classic. And we were making fun of people who were like, I don't know, in the community or something, just being complete fucking assholes. And then all I remember is I'm gonna throw up, and then I fucking threw up, and then that story I told you. And the reason that I remember that is because I was certain that I was gonna fucking die.
Oh.
I was like, I'm dead. This is it. This is how I die. It's over.
That is one heck of a type of drunk. That's for sure.
Because that's the closest you get. People think that, it's all like fucking, bright lights and fucking halos and harps. You don't even get that when you're going to die. Like, when you get that close, I've been there a couple of times. I tried to kill myself more than a handful of times. I'm not shy to joke about it. I talk about the homemade bath bomb story all the time. Fucking toast. I went to go kill myself, filled a bathtub full of fucking water, grabbed the toaster, dropped the toaster in the bathtub. Then at the last minute, I realized the fucking cord was too short and unplugged and nothing happened. And then I really wanted to kill myself. See, it's funny. If anybody can joke about it, it's fucking me. I've tried to do it. But the closest thing you get when you're about to...
It sounds like something a Woody Allen sketch would have been in one of his movies.
Things like that have happened more than once. There's a whole fucking video on my channel of all the instances where I tried to kill myself. But at any rate, so like with my car accident and a number of other things, including this, the closest you get when you're about to die is, this is probably it. That's it. Yeah, there's no, you're going to die now. There's no voice that goes, hey, hang in there, buddy. It's just a lot of fear and what I assume is DMT hallucinations. Wow. So that's the best you get. So, fucking dying 0 out of 10 on Yelp, wouldn't recommend.
So a lot of comments on this one.
Yeah, Jimmy Hats. By the way, that's the channel.
I hope Will is okay. It's the last.
If you go to Jimmy Hat's channel, he's got a lot of really good gore of his leg fucking. He got like a flesh-eating bacteria. The guy is just a fucking walking disaster.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
All right. Well, 3 hours in and we didn't finish this, but I got what I wanted out of it anyway. Well, no, I mean, really, ultimately, what I can get out of it is primarily in the opening, because everyone told me to expect a type of like different type of deeper like problem of evil type of perspective in the argumentation. I didn't see that there. So it's kind of
one thing I want to do before we close it up. Do you have a minute?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, open it up the comments, because I haven't been watching the chat. If anybody has any questions or anything to say.
Oh yeah, sure, man. Yeah, let's ask the chat if they want to post any questions here.
I see Veckel in here. What's the topic as of now?
Yeah, right, Veckel.
What a perfect encapsulation of this whole fucking stream.
Exactly. No, I'm just gonna re-entitle it the Hangout with Will Kincaid. That's just what it's gonna about to be.
All right. Just started at you talking shit like, I'm gonna go and put you in timeout now. You've been a bad child. You've been a naughty boy. You're going to timeout.
You've been making too much idiot noise in a row. We need to take a break. As I say often.
You're like this coked out little fucking weirdo. Like, hey, fucking. I was like, Smokey, what? You hold me? You hook a brother up? I need my fucking
dude. Like, seriously, you don't even know the impression I had coming into your stream that day. I'm like, okay, I'm coming in for a talk about something. I don't know what.
Yeah, I know you were.
Dude, you are like in 10th gear. Like you are in 10th gear trying to run through like your stuff. Like, okay, we're supposed to get the show started. Okay, the show's not started. Oh, I can't figure anything out. What's going on? Where are my announcements? Where's my papers? Oh, I got my papers. Oh, I gotta be here. Okay, so the announcement. First announcement: Brett Keane is an asshole. You know, like it was crazy, dude.
It's just about the fucking, because I knew from the condition of things that you came from, like this debate shit, like all the serious, like, well, I don't like that. I'm grumpy. My poopy in my diaper. And it's like, okay, so I knew you were coming off of that. So I was like, I'm going to invite him in here under the pretense that this is something like a discussion. And then I'm going to waste his fucking time and just see what happens.
Effectively, yeah.
And I was not disappointed. I thought I got the response just
you
about
did.
what I was
I think you did
expecting.
get the response exactly what you wanted. Well, maybe not exactly. I think maybe you probably would have liked me to be a little bit more colorful upon my exit, but other than that, yeah.
Well, it was the whole thing was like, did you seriously just come in here to read your fucking gay little script?
Right.
And I was like, yeah. And you're like, oh, what? Fuck off. Just fucking laugh.
Yep, I think it was about 7.5 minutes. I think you managed.
I just heard the exasperation in your voice, and I was like, that was beautiful.
It was because I'm like, why am I here and why am I listening to this? And what the hell is going on? What is this that I've walked into here?
Share going ass David Princeton shit fuckery.
Because like one of your announcements, this is so funny the way you delivered it. You're like, Brett Keane is dead to YouTube. Like you have this really long like you were going so fast with your script, and you get to this point, you're like, Brett Keane is dead, and you stop.
You might want to work on your timing. Yeah, I remember that. That was great. I was thinking to myself in the back of my head because I didn't want to give it away right away. I was like, yeah, that is exactly how I planned that, actually. I didn't even have a fucking thing. It was like an employee manual from like Walmart or something.
That's too good. That was too good.
I put my fucking $10 glasses from Rite Aid on.
John's in the back. John, he's like the freaking white man, and the Indian always make peace.
Make it stop, please. Okay, please subscribe to my fucking YouTube channel. I want to keep doing this forever. Listen, I fucking, like I said before, I work for the Department of Health in New York State and the biggest fucking pandemic since the 20s. My life is infinitely fucking depressing IRL. So when I turn this stupid fucking microphone and camera on, and I get on here and I talk about, John taking a shit or Brett bitching or whatever. This is the only thing right now that I have going for me except for my fucking vacation, which I earned, I think, at this point.
Let me ask you something here, Will, and maybe you have a thought on this because this is what I've been thinking too. Is that maybe people are tired of a lot of the debate community taking itself way too seriously. What do you think?
Right. Yeah.
Like they kind of think that we're a little bit of a joke because we take ourselves way too seriously instead of just realizing we're here talking about what we believe, what we think, and what we know, and we're gonna laugh at some of it too. Like,
yeah,
right.
I can agree with that too.
Yeah, like why can't it be human like it used to be? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, and that's what's sad about the whole fucking thing. And when I watch these, it's like, oh my god, it's the same bullshit from 10 fucking years ago. Like these people just don't, and it's a different group of people, same fucking shit, same shit. It's like, where the fuck is does anybody have anything interesting to say at all? And it's like,
now the atheists are whining about it. Like there was a huge, like incredibly soy-based cry session on Speed of Sound's channel with Godless Engineer that was just impressively depressing. Like, oh, these theists are so mean, and until they act a certain way, I'm just not going to engage with them anymore. Like, dude,
right?
Where are your spines? What is this? You guys have been throwing trash for years. What is going on?
Oh no, it kind of get
Shane?
like that on like Praise's channel too, though. Kind of like even last night, though.
What happened last night? I didn't watch it.
Well, first it's fine. First there was comments, and then there was like extreme kicking of everybody in the side chat that was just mentioning Gavin. So every time Gavin was brought up, they got kicked and hidden from the channel. All the mods had to go back in and unhide everyone else, and then people were getting kicked in the live stream, and it was just insane. And they, like, Gavin doesn't want atheists in there at all.
I gotta watch that.
He doesn't want any type of non-theist, hate-theist in there, as he calls them. So it's like,
oh yeah, he kicked
it's
me.
hard.
I think he kicked me for having the name Illuminati.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, things like that happen all the fucking time. You got
That place is a hot zone right now, and I don't want to go in there because I don't want to get my coals step on coals. Fuck, I'm sorry.
Well, here's the thing with people like that. You know what you should do? And Mark, I hate to wax poetically about this, but Mark Twain said it best in his book, The Mysterious Stranger, to the character Satan.
Oh God.
Read the book. Satan's actually Satan's nephew. It's actually kind of fucking hilarious if you think about it. But anyway, Satan says something to the effect of, you have wars, you kill each other, and you never accomplish anything. And he goes, you know what, kids? You know what the most effective weapon in the human arsenal is? Laughter. And you never fucking use it. You never use it right. You should be laughing at fucking people. And then it wasn't something new to me, but it's something that hadn't occurred to me in quite the same way when I actually read the novel. And I thought about it, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I should be having fun. That's what I came here to YouTube to do in the first place, is have fun and fucking bullshit with my friends and make gay little videos of me dressed up like fucking cartoon characters. That's what it was when I was like 12 or 13 years old. Just me and my friends dicking around, making videos.
Right.
And I said, that's what I want to do again. That's what made me happy. I'm doing that. I'm not going to fucking... And then people remember me sometimes from like the Brett Keane Amazing Atheist era as like a background character. And it's like, do I really want to relegate myself to the role of a fucking like background character in the story of my own life? Like, I don't want to wax philosophically about gay shit, but like it was just a point where it's like, why am I on Brett Keane's show doing what Brett Keane wants me to do? I could just do this myself and have it exactly the way I want it and be 100 times more entertaining.
You know what?
So
man? Exactly. And I had the same realization too, because I was coming into his show every single time he had one and contributing. And you know what? Why not just do it myself? My goodness, you know?
Right.
And I'm happy with it too, because I get to set the environment how I want. Like today, we were doing a debate review, but I had the link in post. And if someone's going to come in and have fun with me, we're going to do that, man. Let's jam. You know what I mean?
I actually started my videos because, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's good. I just don't see that kind of having been the norm. Like everyone's so scared. Like they can't even like have a conversation or just laugh.
That's because they're chasing that fucking ad revenue. And like, I give you props for the fucking grind, but that's not the game you should be playing on here.
Right.
Get your subs up, get your join button, fucking go to Streamlabs, get your Streamlabs up, fuck super chats. Like if you want to make money, sell fucking t-shirts, get a Patreon or a subscribe star. Like I told Knock this before, and I've told him over and over and over again, dude, don't worry about what you're saying. People are going to try to fucking, what the fuck is it? What do they call cancel? They're going to try to fucking cancel you over anything you say, and they're going to flag your videos. I said, do like I do. Put your videos absolutely fucking everywhere videos can be put.
Yep.
Have them automatically upload. Keep them yourself so you know that they're not going nowhere, right? And then just monetize in as many different ways as possible.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to want you to do a fucking sponsorship eventually. You're talking to enough people. I mean, like, I think between...
Well, that's the thing, too. And this is what I guess the atheists don't get about me. Like, I don't care about their feelings, like, or really even a lot of feelings of anyone. Like, I'm here to do what I'm going to do. You like it or you don't. I don't care. You know, I mean, unless I'm doing something really legitimately, feasibly wrong that someone can make an argument for, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing.
While I'm thinking about it, Knock on the Rage is doing a live stream with John on his John something or other. I can't remember what the fuck
Or
it is.
Space McGee.
No, that's Jim.
Oh.
I fuck it. Or maybe it is John. I thought it was Jim Majors. Who's Jim Majors? I don't fucking know. Anyway,
Jim Majors'
so, yeah.
mustache.
Oh, mustache. Yeah, right. What the fuck is wrong with him? Can you get a fucking facial hair situation consistent with the century you're living in, please?
That's cruel.
I said he
Appreciate it.
looked like every skeezy
I like his
back.
stash.
He looked like every skeezy backlot used car salesman you ever met all at once.
He kind of looks like he kind of looks like every out of work fucking college dropout barista at Starbucks.
Look,
You know
look
what
at
I
what
mean?
you've done, Will. Look at what you've done. Look at what you've done.
Smoke t-shirts. There's an idea. Yeah, I sell t-shirts as a joke. Like, my channel is not anywhere big enough to sell t-shirts. So, because what I do is I make the t-shirts okay. I gotta tell you a story quick. But before that, I want to point out, I want to finish my thought from before because I'm all over the fucking place.
You have 9 minutes.
I'm a bow out. Take care, all.
All right,
God bless.
Be there, man.
So fucking Knox doing a live stream. Everyone who's in here, go over there when he goes live and ask him how much the couch is. Just ask him how much for the couch. Just, I'm here for the couch. Go over there and just, it doesn't matter because you'll never watch his shit ever again and subscribers matter less than a fucking fart in the wind. So if you go over there and just subscribe to him and turn the notification on, and then as soon as you get the notification, just go over there and ask him how much the couch is in the live chat, and then just unsubscribe and then smash the dislike button or something. And just fucking hit the mute.
Do it.
Just fucking go over there at 7 p.m. Eastern.
I think I might even do it. I think I
go over there and be like, hey, how much are you so? Because I have a wrench over there now, which just happened the other day. So I'm getting fired for this. I'm gonna lose my fucking wrench. Just go over there and ask him how much for the couch.
Okay, guys, you have your homework assignment. You have
7 p.m. Eastern, Nakasuchi's channel. Ask him how much for the fucking couch. I'm here for the couch. What's it made out of? Is it fireproof? Just my fucking signature all over this fucking thing. How much for the couch?
Just fill the chat with couch talk.
Oh, and even better, if you're from the UK or Australia, ask if the couch is fag proof. That's the best one. Because they have that on the inside of the fucking couch cushion label in the UK and Australia, where it's mostly for people who smoke inside if they're gonna light their fucking couch on fire. If they can be all right, falling asleep and having a cigarette. That's how far their countries come. They have labels that are like, yeah, it's all right if you pass out, Uncle fucking Touchy McFeely, with your fucking cigarette. Don't worry, only your shirt will catch on fire. More likely your fucking mustard-stained wife beater, you fucking degenerate. Fucking chain smoker. Yeah, you're right. Whatever. That mustache, your fucking uncle's mustache hasn't been relevant since the 80s, and he still has it despite the fact that he's got a pot belly and he owns a fucking boat now. You ever seen some of these people? They look like retreads of 80s dads, and they all own fucking boats. And they'll cruise up to the lake or the river or the waterfront, wherever, and they'll just ask random girls on the beach if they want to ride on their fucking boat. That guy exists, and he needs to fucking die or else get laid by someone his own age. Anyway, what was I saying?
Freaking! Oh my god!
We need smoked couches.
More smoke.
Yeah, you're killing me, man.
Hey, Knock, how much for the fucking couch, you dumb bitch? Had a fucking orange. I'm not even throwing shade at Knock, really, because he's already heard all these insults, Ronnie Rottencock. because he's got this vascular disease, right? And I hope he doesn't get too mad at me because he's already talked about it. This is public knowledge. We've already discussed Ronnie Rottencock once before. He's got this vascular disease that his legs are gonna he's gonna have to have them amputated or something. And somebody pointed out to me that must apply to all of his appendages. And I said, "Is that gonna happen to his cock?" And he said, "Yes." So,
oh my gosh! Now I know. Now I know why he got so offended when I called him diabetes legs, Ronnie.
he has. Yeah, I mean it's funny. It's funny to joke about it. That like if my dick was gonna fall off, I would probably be pretty angry at God too. I'd want to speak to God's fucking manager. And while we're at it, if we're asking God some fucking questions, I want to know what the deal with box jellyfish the size of a fucking pinhead swimming around with enough neurotoxin to kill you. Like, who fucking... I really don't agree with that design choice. I mean, far be it for me, a lowly Jew, to criticize God. But I don't think we need that. I don't think anybody fucking needs that.
It's for dumb people to touch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no, that's the thing is you're just swimming in Brazil on the fucking ocean in Rio, and one of these little bigoted fucking bastards rolls up to you. You can't even see it. It stings you, and you're paralyzed and you drown. That's what happened.
Yeah, well, you're swimming in Brazil. You freaking deserve to die.
Right, yeah. What, because of the gay population, or because it's Brazil?
Because it's Brazil.
Is that a black joke? I don't know. What's wrong with fucking Brazil?
It's just a paradise. It's not like it has roaming rape gangs or a tendency to kidnap.
That's what I think is funny about fucking Brazil. It's got this really big Jewish population that pretends not to be Jewish because of all the fucking. I'm not kidding you. It's not a joke. Everybody knows about the Nazis. That's why the gay population is so high over there, because they're just pass that trait down. What do you think the leather was about in the Birkenstocks? Wow. Jesus. You can't sort that one out.
Well, you do also have that one fish that actually attacks the privates.
Oh, yeah. No, that's the Amazon. That's the pee-pee fish. Yeah.
Brazil is connected to the Amazon.
Oh, it does? Oh, yeah. It's connected. The Amazon's connected to the Rio. Anyway. Well, what I think is funny is that the homosexual population is so big in Rio under a giant statue of Jesus Christ. I think that's the funniest thing. Did they plan that out? Like, hey, guys, I know where it'll be safe for us to be gay. Under the giant statue of Christ, we shall hide in his embrace. Like, who fucking decided that? It's a weird fucking design choice.
With the Amazon and in South America, it has like the most dangerous water animals that you can think of.
I still have no idea what the other thing I was going to say is.
The whole world is looking for a chance to kill you at any given opportunity.
Me personally, especially. I'm a fucking...
Yes, you will. You certainly give it a helping hand here or there.
I know. My co-host says that I should be fucking executed for war crimes. Just such hateful things that I say. Just the worst, disgusting. And John, my default rabbi, he says to me, you kind of making us look bad. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. What am I gonna roll over when fucking Uncle Adolf comes back, Mr. Hankety Clankety, with his fucking swastika? Like, you really shouldn't be pissing off Christians. They kill us historically, right? I was like, fuck you, I own a firearm. Let them come for me. I got a mezuzah on my front door. I'm advertising. Come find me.
We're not coming for you, Will.
Let's have a chat.
Gosh, you just remind me of a joke I saw where it's like a secret leak from the Vatican comes out about the Super Pope, which is just a giant mech suit.
I'm sorry, come again?
There was like a joke. You know how people make jokes and all that, right? Well, one of the jokes that I made a joke about is like, it's like a news article, secret information comes out that the Vatican is working on a super pope, and it's just a giant mech suit that looks like
Oh, yeah.
armor.
Super Pope.
Did you know that Super AIDS is a real thing?
Yes, I did know that. It is a real thing.
That was crazy. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, it is a real thing. You can get Super AIDS.
Super AIDS. Hope you get dick cancer.
No,
that was
I
my
don't
favorite
know.
insult back in the
I
day.
don't know the exact medical differentiation between the two, but yes, supposedly Q can be diagnosed with Super AIDS.
Well, Super AIDS, I think, is when you have a disease like an immunodeficiency on top of AIDS. I think that's Super AIDS.
Oh, okay, that would make sense. Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
now
you're
it's
like
time for the granola virus being super.
Yeah, you know why we call it the granola virus on my channel? Because my buddy John can't speak English properly, despite being born here and everything. He couldn't say it. He said everything but coronavirus. He called it the Corolla virus, the granola virus, the Crayola virus. He just could not say Corona to save his fucking life.
The canola virus.
Yeah, the Toyota Corolla virus. Yeah,
it's great.
I mean, if you're in my server, I don't think Knock has like run into this yet, but there's a whole section dedicated to shitting on Knock and like making fun of him. And he's in there and he hasn't noticed it yet. I guess he just doesn't get on enough. But it's called it's like the Nokia Lumia fucking fan club. And somebody like on his birthday live stream must have typed in Knock on their NOK on their phone, and it auto corrected to Nokia. And I thought it was one of my fucking flying monkeys, like perpetuating the joke, and it just wasn't. So I was like, oh well, definitely don't look at the fan club then. That was like my first cell phone was the Nokia Lumia.
Brilliant. I love it.
Repping that sidekick. Rich bitches up in this.
Well, there's no debate tonight, so I think I should just do an open mic tonight. I don't think anyone else has anything going on either. So
well, we do have to go troll fucking Knock in like 2 hours.
That is true. We may have to make that part of a thing of my stream. Actually, maybe like I'll stream it and I'll just tell everyone in the chat. Okay, now we're all gonna go over here right now, and I'm gonna stream it while we do it. And we're all just gonna talk about couches in the chat and ask them about the couch for sale.
I heard you have a couch for sale. How much for the couch?
Can you tell me?
I'll get my people on it too. We'll team up.
Outstanding. Ladies and gentlemen, you have your instructions for the evening. You have your homework. At 7:00 tonight, we are to go to Knock's stream and to ask him about his couch for sale. Will has
rallied the troops.
Will has orchestrated this. It is a call to arms, ladies and gentlemen. It is a call to arms. We are to go and do this tonight, and Smokey will be streaming it. So come and enjoy.
See, listen. The cancer community involving the debate community has gotten out of control.
Let's crack it open. Will, what do you say? Let's crack it open a little bit. What do you say?
We gotta round them up. You see, I have a solution, and it's the last of my solutions. So I guess you could call it a final solution. And we're gonna make YouTube great again, guys. Let's go ask about that fucking couch. Go get that fucking couch, dudes. I mean, there's a couch for sale. You need a couch.
There you go, MIGA. I like that, MIGA. Guys, hashtag MIGA. Make it a thing. Make YouTube great again.
We're just no more serious talk, no more honest discussions, no more intellectual debates. What is an honest interlocutor? We don't know. just fucking couch memes from one end of YouTube to the other.
They're gonna
call Keemstar, tell that fuckhead to get on it. He's not doing anything. He lost all his sponsors. The poor goofy looking fuck.
Each of us has a role to play, ladies and gentlemen. Each of us has a role to play. This is going to be interesting.
In the meme economy, there's a significant deficit of couch.
More couch. We need to rally the meme troops.
Well, the thing is that the key to a good troll is to make it subtle and make it so esoteric that only people who are in on the joke understand the joke. So that when other people like boomers use the joke, you go, you fucking boomer, get out of here. And we can identify each other. And it's like these alt-right dog whistles I've been hearing so much about. Where's the Will Kincaid dog whistles? Somebody make that. If I have t-shirts, you guys can make dog whistles, all right? Get that couch, gamers. Get that couchy.
Gamers unite.
There
Amen.
used to be a guy in the atheist community a long time ago, and his name was He Who Fucks Couches. So it's kind of like pour some out for my homie, He Who Fucks Couches.
What a disaster. I love it.
Yeah, him and Say Fuck a Lot and Super Angry Monkey. Oh, speaking of esoteric references, nobody knows who the fuck that does.
Something. There's a YouTuber I watched who does like a alternate reality game video series. And for it, for a series, part of it involved YouTube. So he actually did a live stream of him sneaking onto the YouTube headquarters and standing up there for a bit.
Hi, my name is Will Kincaid, and
I had you playing there for a second.
I know, I heard. I was like, what the fuck? TJ's in that video, the channel trailer.
Oh, yeah, he is, isn't he?
He's like, I would just get rid of this shit. Just told me to delete my channel.
Like, well, why do you only have 150 something subs? What is that about? Or 160 now?
I don't know. I try to. Well, here's the thing: is that the people that I like to fuck with are into other shit, like this debate thing, and I'm just not about that life. So people's audience, when I go on other people's streams, and I've been on Suit Yourself, and I've been on like a bunch of other like Knock, and I've been on a lot of other people's streams, and people know me. Fucking Suit Yourself had the theme song for me, and I think it was Rucka Rucka Ali Schwarza. If I remember correctly, he would play it when I came on. So, but these people are interested in debates and talking about science and all this stupid shit.
Right.
And I'm just about just fucking with everybody I can get my hands on. Christians, Muslims, pagans, Jews, and non-believers. I don't give a fuck. I don't discriminate.
Yeah, of course.
That would be racist, and racism is wrong.
Be like the Joker. Discriminate against everybody equally.
Equal opportunity hater, for sure.
It reminds me of the time that Knock tried to accuse you guys know where I'm going, probably, some of you lifers. Tried to accuse my buddy John of being a racist. I said, Knock, I don't know if you know this. He puts it everywhere, all over all of his social media. His wife is fucking black, my dude. She's fucking black. And it just escalated. He just kept calling him a racist, and I go, she's fucking black! I said, are you stupid? She's fucking black.
That's great.
Oh man, it's just awful.
Yeah, you've totally made me have to change this thumbnail for sure. But I appreciate it, actually. I freaking love this show, man. This was awesome. This is actually better than what I was planning to do.
See, this is the thing, because everybody has the opportunity to do this, and I would recommend, if you have the time, do it. Look at your YouTube channel. Everybody in chat, everybody in here, look at your YouTube channel right now, and just look through the videos and see if any of those videos. Do you rewatch any of your videos, or you just put them up?
Pretty much just put them up.
Yeah. So that's the thing. If you're not making content that you're interested in, what the fuck are you doing here?
I'm just interested in pushing out new content. It's not that I don't enjoy my content, because I do. In fact, one of the funniest videos that I've now watched several times over because it's freaking hilarious is the cut that Matt Powell did of my roast of Raging Ronnie. Like he made like a 20 or 30-minute like cut of it, like of just me talking and like playing, just doing the editing tricks that Matt does because he's freaking awesome at editing. And I've now watched that 4 or 5 times because it's freaking hilarious, and I make myself laugh when I watch that.
There you go.
Awesome.
Everybody should be, every time you go to make a video, anytime anybody goes to make a video, that's what they should be focused on. Right. Because you're just going to burn yourself out and get pissed off and frustrated.
I just once I've laughed at it and because I've laughed at it and had my fill of it in the stream, so like I think it's funny, unless I thought it was like super hilarious, and that I have done. Like if I came across something in a stream that happened and I thought it was just killer funny, I will go back and watch it, like that for sure. Like, but will I go back and just sit and watch my whole 5-hour stream again? No, I won't do that.
I am such a simp for myself that I rewatch my own videos multiple times, like because I'm not shitting you. It's not like an ego thing. It's just like a fucking.
I mean, I guess I'd just rather think about the new thing than focus on the old thing I just did. You know what I mean? Like.
Well, watching the old thing helps keep me centered. Like if I watch a video that I made and I go, "Ooh, that was fucking cringeworthy." Guess what, bitch? You're not doing that again.
Right. That's a fair point.
It helps me gauge where I am as a person too, not to get all fucking gay again on this esoteric shit where it's like the introspection.
Can't let your feelings get hurt.
Right. You just go back and look at some of your stuff and go, is this something a year from now I'm going to watch again? And if I am still watching my own videos and thinking that was fucking hilarious, I want to do that again, then that's the thing you should be doing.
Oh, I get you.
Whatever it is that you do, and you just fucking build on it. You just keep fucking building. I mean, like, I've gone basically nowhere in 13 or 14 years of being on this platform. I've gone through 3 channels. One got flagged because of YouTube's shitty can't swear policy. I was like, yeah, go fuck yourself. How about that? So that channel's gone. Then one I closed down for legal reasons because I outed somebody as an active fucking. It was a principal of one of my schools. I outed him as like he was singling out lesbians and like actively harassing them, and he even assaulted one once. And I caught it on camera, and it was a whole fucking thing. So I had to shut that channel down, and then it got reinstated. So that's the other channel that I was talking about earlier.
Gotcha.
And now I've got this one. So it's like I haven't moved anywhere. I'm not concerned about what's gonna happen to it. I just want to have fun like I used to. I don't want to make myself stressed out making videos. I don't want to have to worry about, how many views did this fucking video get? Or like actually like depend on this shit for money. Like, oh shit, I put all my eggs in one basket. Now I'm fucked. I got a 401k, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Take my YouTube channel. I got a BitTube, motherfucker. I get like 1.5 to 8,000 views per video if I directly upload it to fucking BitTube. Like, I'm not concerned with your dumb shit.
Right.
I don't give a fuck about YouTube's rules. I'm trying, and I think that, like, moreover, like what we've been saying with what did we say it was? Maya, make YouTube great again. MIGA, that's what it is. MIGA. Like, if we're gonna make YouTube great again, we gotta laugh at all these motherfuckers who take the game so fucking seriously. Like the fucking Logan Pauls, the fucking degenerate swine of this fucking website. The Logan Pauls and the Jake Pauls and the fucking Peter Paul and Marys of this fucking web. Like, they just all the Pauls, they need to go. Pauls are go, fucking gone, all of them. Just a Third Reich of fucking Pauls, just a body of fucking, just the corpses stacked to the fucking ceiling of Pauls. Because that's what, don't be a fucking Paul. That's the moral of the story.
Don't be a Paul.
Don't be a Paul. Choose Judaism or some shit.
Don't be a simp.
Right. Like, and then there's people who just upload garbage, and those people need to go, but for different reasons. But they'll die. They'll die eventually, and I don't mean just their channel. I mean, like, literally everyone's gonna die eventually. So you just that's why I don't worry about my enemies or whatever. my adversaries, my fake fucking. Because if I just wait around long enough, I'm fucking 27. They'll probably die before me anyway. What the fuck do I care? Most of these, and then most of these atheists don't reproduce, so they're not passing anything down to the next generation. You know, that's why they get into fucking teaching college courses, these fucking yuppie liberal cocksuckers. Because that's the only way they're going to pass anything on, their stupid commie fucking agenda. So it's like they're not going to have kids. Their genes are just going to fucking die out. They're just going away, not coming back. So fuck them. Why do I care? Make your stupid YouTube videos. Go on and on all day about how religion is a cancer, but my fucking everyday upload about how religion's a cancer is not in and of itself a fucking cancer. Like,
don't be a Paul. Don't be. Yeah,
don't be a fucking Paul. Give it up. Give it a fucking rest.
Never go full Paul.
And don't be Matt Pat. Do not be Matt Pat.
Take a fucking knee, would you, Junior? And for something a little more substantive than, one black guy got fucking kneeled on. I mean, like, let's take a knee for something that matters. Making YouTube great again. That's what's up. It's 2020. All right?
Oh.
We live in a society.
Well, let's cut it down.
Society.
Okay, seriously, Will, good time, man. Appreciate it. You forced me to have to change the thumbnail, but I don't mind. It was a good time. Thanks for coming in and doing your stand-up here on my platform. We all enjoyed it.
I can't wait to read the fucking comments.
Before you came in, I could have even said, like, dude, you should probably look at doing stand-up as a regular thing. Like that was almost something I could have said, because your one-liners and your zingers are pretty spot freaking on. Like, you've clearly polished them, I would say.
I'm not sitting here with a fucking script.
No, but I looks like no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like
no, I know. I'm just reiterating the fact that this is just how I am.
No, I get you, man. I get you. Well, no, I appreciate it, gentlemen, and thanks for being here. And yeah, we're gonna do something later tonight, and we'll definitely do something with Ronnie too. I think that'll be fun.
Yeah, fucking. Where's the couch?
Where's the couch?
Where's my fucking couch? Ronnie stole my couch. Just like an Indian to steal a white man's couch. Oh man.
Okay, guys, you got all your stuff. You got all your plans there. But way to go, guys. Outstanding. All right, well, thanks, man. Well, I'll chat with you later then. I hope you have a good day, bro.
Yeah, no problem. I'll see you at 7:00 sharp, buddy.
See you at 7:00, guys. 7:00, ladies and gentlemen. Remember.
7:00 Eastern Standard Time on Ronnie Rotten Couch. Ronnie Rotten Couch. Yeah.
Ronnie Rotten Couch.
It fell off between the cushions.
That's so good. All right, guys, we know what's
I can't fucking breathe.
Look, I'd be mad at God too if my dick was falling off.
I fucking told you. Oh my god. Fucking vomit.
Okay.
I need the sponge like Brett. I'm sweating. Dorn, get the hose. Oh God.
Oh my God.
Hey, before you end it, you want to know what the greatest fucking troll is, and you didn't even realize it?
Please tell me.
Get ready for this. So everybody this morning was making fun of you for your fucking laugh, so I came in here and made you laugh for 3 fucking hours, dude. GG unlucky.
Yeah, no, good job. No, everyone loves me, either loves or hates my laugh across the board. People say
it's that's fine, dude.
people say it's either infectious or cringeworthy, and I don't really care because it's the only one I got.
I got a couple. I had to work on them.
Oh, dude, that's priceless. I can't. That's funny. Is the guys that probably do really hate my laugh, they're gonna have a hard time watching this stream because I laugh. They're gonna be like, "Oh, I can't take it anymore. I'm done."
I just fucking carpet bombed everyone today. That was great.
Oh my god. Okay, awesome. Guys, thank you so
awesome.
much. Appreciate it, man. Seriously, thanks for the laughs. I have a headache. Like I've laughed so hard, I have a headache. Like legit. Like I have definitely strained myself. That is too much.
No problem, dude. Fucking. So if you want to get a hold of me, the link is in all my videos to the Discord.
Will do, man. Okay.
Yeah. All
right, bro. Take a good day, man. Appreciate it.
You too.
All right. Cool. And thanks for joining too, bed person that it is now. Eggman. Bye, Eggman. Appreciate it. All right, guys. Thank you. Yes. Gosh, that was a blast. That's good. I'm going to have to change the thumbnail, but I don't even mind because that was outstanding. Well, what an incredible what an incredible time that was, actually. I really needed a bit of that laughing, and there was some incredible hilarity to unpack. So thank you, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, too. We're going to do something else. I'm going to go watch Praise's stream, too, because everyone is talking about that was some sort of dumpster fire or something. I got to go check that out. See what's up with that thing. But yeah, guys, we're going to do something tonight. Remember, go check out Ronnie's stream, and you have your instructions, so you know exactly what the jig is. So you have your instructions, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. God bless you all. Smokey